Hello everyone. Now, let me just change over here. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Wait, there we go. Alright, that's it. That should do it. Yeah, hopefully. Hello everyone. How you doing? Hope you guys are having a good day so far. So yeah, last stream, which was on Monday, I'd say we did pretty good with hearts. I'd say so. Yeah, probably most likely. Yeah, I'd say so. We should be almost done with the game actually. There's just a little bit more left to do with the main campaign, and a bit, and also a bit of farming. But that probably shouldn't take too long because I have been racking up a good amount of time at Mach 2 or whatever. So we should be, I think we should be good with that. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, we're still gonna have to like farm it a bit later. Even though there's like, what, 6? I think it's like either 6 or 7 missions left of the game. So hopefully we should have enough time to finish off the campaign and maybe do some farming as well. We'll see. At least we can get the main campaign done on Friday, so that even when Squad isn't gonna be here on Sunday, I can still do some stuff in the game. Huh? Yeah, at least there's that. And also maybe also start the farming for the other challenges, which I might have to postpone for later. We'll see. But yeah, we'll worry about that some other time though, because today we are gonna be continuing on where we left off with Ratchet Clank. Also, hi there, Squad. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, last we left off, we were just doing more bolt farming, and we're pretty much gonna be doing the exact same thing. Although this time, we're actually gonna be focusing on that shit, and not just having that just a side thing while we wait for Soul to be ready. So hopefully we can probably get a shit ton of boats in. No, remember that remember at the end to fucking save the game, just so I don't lose all my goddamn progress like what happened last time. Or either that, or you know, get the trophy this run, which I doubt's gonna happen. But we'll see. So yeah. Also yeah, I've been tinkering more with the audio. And I think the game's audio was a little too loud yesterday. I don't think you noticed that because you weren't watching my stream while you're doing that shit. But I think when I watched the pod back, I think the game audio was a little too high compared to my voice. So I lowered the game's audio a bit, and I increased my voice just a bit, just to see if there's like any big difference. So yeah, it should be fine now. We'll see. Just gonna be in the fucking test stream for the audio. So yeah, with all that said and done though, let's go straight to it, shall we? So let me just change over here. Right before streaming, I already had the fucking PS3 on because just because I was testing out the new games that I got today. Well, I didn't have time to test out most of them, although it took way too fucking long just because of one of them, Destiny, took fucking forever to download that shit. And I still need, and I didn't end up, and I still need to test out Payday 2. And that game's gonna take fucking forever to download as well. I'll do that tomorrow, yeah. But yeah, at least I managed to test out like 5 out of 6 games today. And so far, everything seems to be fine. Like, I don't know, recently I've had some really bad luck, whereas sometimes I get like 1 or 2 games that don't fucking work. It's been happening mostly on the games that I get for the PS2, but I think that I already had like 1 game on the PS3 that didn't fucking work, and that was World at War. I think that should be fine. Yeah, I think that should be. Yeah, I think that should probably be fine with the audio. Yeah, I think so. Right, at least now the audio is gonna stay a little bit more consistent. I don't have to like. Also, I don't have to like constantly tinker with it with the different games and shit. Although I'm still gonna have to tinker with the image itself. Mostly just on PS2 and Wii. Let's see. Yeah, load. Nice. Right, so yeah. If I don't get the trophy, I have to fucking remind myself to actually say the damn game, otherwise I'm just gonna end up losing progress. Okay, hopefully the audio should be good. Yes, hopefully it's not too wild and my voice isn't... Yeah, I think it should be fine now. Yeah, last stream the game audio was a little high, so yeah, I think it should be fine now. Break all that shit. That does not really gonna matter. We're gonna have to mute the game a little lower for when we get to the videos and shit. boy. Oh. That's not. You. Bitch. Damn it. What is it? I want the fire. Damn it. So weird that the fucking starting weapon is has always been the fucking best ones. Like the pea shooter and the flamethrower. I tried using the Tesla claw, but I don't know. The fucking damage output for that thing seems pretty inconsistent. Alright. Now, before we do anything more. Right. Gonna need to turn this off. Go on to Discord. And I think it should be fine. This. Right, I have to go into a fucking VC before I can actually check the damn audio. Because for some fucking reason, the damn Discord audio doesn't show up on the fucking audio settings on my PC. Only until like I'm watching a video or going to voice chat or whatever. Okay, here we go. All good. Here we go. Much better. And I completely forgot to fucking fix the microphone as well. Oh well, we'll do that right now. There we go. Much better. Alright. Now let's see which video we were watching before. I think it was from some ordinary podcast, maybe? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's see here. Was it this one? Yeah, here we go. Then that. Okay, all good.
You can either have some of the most level-headed individuals out there, or like the most lazy, chronic.
Yep,
you just started doing this after high school type shit.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, to be
there's nothing in
fair,
between.
I am speaking all of this like I have a point of authority. I am a college dropout who just like lucked
I mean,
into all
who
this.
isn't nowadays?
But even then, I see some people who I'm like,
Yeah, seriously,
I'm better
who isn't the fucking
at-
college dropout nowadays?
I
Especially
trust my
on YouTube.
investment sense more than yours, just in a
I'm
spiritual
definitely
way.
one. I mean, I did go to college, but I dropped out of my
pre-med.
first one, so
was a
technically I
pre-med
am a
bio.
college
Nothing but
dropout.
respect.
Bro.
Goddamn
Yeah.
hero.
Bro, bro, Blood's acting like he's dropping out of like a liberal arts course or something.
Yeah.
You went to something smart.
That's a
No,
real
I've-
thing.
I'm even dumber too because I made it all the way to
Crazy.
fourth year. I had completed all the biochems, the chemistry stuff like that. I just had like a
you
few
get into
English
med school
classes
yet?
left.
How the
No,
hell am
I had
here?
decided by that point I wasn't going to go to med school. I was going to use the degree to maybe go into teaching, like lab or something like that. Really, I just kind of got disinterested with like anything towards scientific research. I got kind of I don't want to say black pill. That's way too like Gen Z of a term for it. I just got kind of like disenchanted with stuff in like medical fields or whatever.
Yeah,
And then I was like, I want to do something with
load the game
stories,
on
and
your bit
then
so I can actually
why
hit
not
this
make a YouTube channel? And here we are.
podcast.
You're like, let's look at the North Hollywood bank heist, bro.
Yeah.
Wild shit.
Did you drop out before you started posting on YouTube?
No, when I dropped out, which I didn't technically drop out, I just didn't sign up for my last year, so I theoretically could do it whenever I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
I almost did the same thing.
I
mean, I did sign up to the next year. I just I kind of gave up right at the start.
Something like that.
All right, healthy enough. Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't need to enroll for next semester, pretty much. So. And that was also like around the same time I started doing the iceberg stuff. So once I was like able to do like 2 of those a week, I just
at the actual college just so I can like
did your parents ever like come at you
freeze
like,
my
is it really smart quitting medical
course or
school
whatever.
or going into
So
or not
I have
going
like
to
at
medical
least a
school
year.
just to talk about
so
this?
my mom was way more
at least a year
apprehensive than my
fucking
dad was. She kind of
dropping
was
out of
like, I don't
college.
know, you're so close. Are you sure you want to do this? And like I showed her the money I was making.
Yeah, I think how it was is that you had at least 1 year of being outside of college, and then just like it would save your credentials and shit. And then after that, you would just have to redo the whole fucking thing again.
She knew it was good, but she was just like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?"
I had to convince her then,
And it
and
took
never
a couple
went
months
back.
to convince her. But I remember my dad.
And that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I had spent like the past year of college being like, I don't know if I want to do this. Maybe I want to go do this, do something else. So my parents knew I was already struggling before YouTube became an option. And I went to my dad,
Right.
and I asked him, or no, I told him like I'm thinking about not enrolling next semester and trying this YouTube thing full time. And he was like, okay. And I was like, really, you're not going to talk me into it or anything? And he said, son, a man is going to know what he needs to do because he's going to have a hard time doing anything else.
Damn.
That's basically the same thing that my dad told me with less wisdom, to be fair. But he was like, that's the same shit. He saw that it was like a viable thing, and it was just there was no pushback whatsoever.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
no, that's
My dad,
this is your thing. Do it.
my dad was good.
Yeah,
was
if you're good at it.
My mom was a
it's
little bit
sustainable.
more.
Yeah, go for it.
For sure.
A little more
And
supportive,
it's
but
like,
yeah, my
he
dad was-
just like it's good to have a trusting relationship with your parents. Very, very, very
Plus,
good.
my dad too, like he never went to college or anything like that. He's been an
Same.
entrepreneur his own life, started up his own business, made it. So he got it. Like my mom, like is way smarter than me or my dad. She was like, a nurse, worked in like
probably
hospitals.
similar
So
role
she was much more thinking I need to stay on a traditional route. But my dad got the idea of paving your own path, I think, a lot more, at least quicker.
Yeah.
Now they're both
Same.
super supportive
Or
of
just
it.
find your own path.
Hell
Not to
yeah.
say they're not, but at first my dad was like gung ho about it.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
the same thing.
Yeah.
I remember like telling my parents like it was never like my job, but it's like they found out like they found out through like family pretty much like what I do because
What,
like
from the
they were just like,
is
so
laughing
you
meme or
upload
whatever?
videos on the internet and like they were at my house one time. They mentioned I was like my eyes kind of darted open. I'm like, yeah. It's like you should have just told us. They're kind
Yeah,
of cool,
it's
you
me,
know. It's
alright.
like we and then like. Then it like hit them again when they realized like how big it was because they're like, why is like Indian news like using your laugh meme? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, dude. What did I do? And then I remember like when they would ask me, it's like, so what kind of stuff do you upload? And like this was during like deep web browsing era and shit. And I was like, don't look it up.
Don't even
I
bother.
don't know if you'll get it. Yeah,
Just do your own thing. Don't even bother.
I'm naked,
That's
don't
what you
come
do.
in.
And I'm jacking off as well.
Yeah, like sometimes it would sit there like I think the closest I ever got to explaining it was like, so Dad, about this site called 4chan, do you know about the paranormal board? Do you know about schizo?
Is he related to
Here's what I'm gonna
that
be.
called
Every
4chan?
like 50,000 books that I'm gonna.
No, my dad's not that. Like, God bless, he's never been like that. An inept at anything technology related.
Just
The
be
little
safe.
hacker known as 4chan. Man, that's so good.
No, dude, my dad, the last thing he does is watch the news anymore. Like actual, like he's like, it's just so depressing. Like you want to like off yourself
I
the
mean,
moment
yeah.
you watch anything. It's like
News have
the
always
last
been
thing he
like
does is
this,
look at anything.
especially
I
if
think
you
will
go
rock
to
your brain,
certain
man.
fucking
yeah,
news
I
channels
think the
like
only thing to
CNN
look
or
at is like
whatever.
he's the only guy I know that like actually watches TikTok on the TV. Like,
What?
Dude, that's
bro,
awesome.
Oh,
like,
my
it's
God.
Hard.
What a legend hero, what a legend.
like he buys one of those like smart
He watches
televisions and I go
TikTok
over
on
and
the-
like the
on the
last used
fucking
app is
TV.
TikTok and I'm like,
Does that?
who the and then like you go to his YouTube app and it's like the first thing it like auto defaults to shorts and I'm like, bro, you're the only dude that I know that browses shorts not through a cell device but this.
Just an Indian man sitting in his house TV full volume Subway Surfer Reddit stories blowing out the speakers.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Hilarious.
Dude, he's
Hey,
like,
this
dude,
fucking
he's
video,
like,
Subway Surfer
he's like,
on
he's
the
the only
background,
like
oh my
person that I've
God.
ever seen like actually like actively update and like stick into like mobile games. Like, there's this one puzzle game like Bejeweled that he plays all the time, and he's like, I love this game, hundreds of hours into it. I'm like, Dad, have you ever bought like a microtransaction? It's like, if you think for a minute I'm ever gonna give a penny to these assholes for a free game, you'd be out of your mind.
Face
Like,
down,
he'll-
that's cool.
Cardiologist
load
by
up-
day, the book talk stand by night.
Dude,
Face down is
that's
cool.
the wildest shit too. Because I'm like,
Buy
because
fucking
I look at like what he does for a
doesn't buy
living, like
fucking
it's like,
microtransactions.
and then it's like he'll come home and he'll be like, he'll look at like the most random TikTok shit in the world.
But I was
and, like,
never
his
really
feed
into
is just
buying that
filled
shit.
with.
I've
His
only
feed
really
is probably
bought
the most wholesome feed of like animal TikToks
transactions
you'll find
once,
too.
one time,
It's
and that
like
was
an
just for
actual
fucking
clean
fun,
feed
guys.
of
Man, it'd be
content. It's not
funny
like,
if you came
hours.
over and he
And
was
that was just,
watching
like,
TikToks
one
with just like
film.
war footage.
I mean,
like,
it wasn't
live
that bad. It was just like, I think it was just
This is
$4.
interesting.
Yeah,
What's
$4 for a game that was,
Bro,
that was already
sometimes it's
free.
really
so
cute.
whatever.
Like I remember, like he'll be watching like he likes like watching like football and stuff, like soccer and shit. So like sometimes you'll walk in on YouTube videos of him watching like a game and be like, oh look, this is like Argentina and something.
But yeah,
And
I'm
you
pretty sure
look
that's like
closer
the
and it's,
only time I
FIFA
ever fucking did
24
that.
footage.
And I'm
And
not,
I don't know
and
the
I'm not thinking of doing that ever again.
He's watching
Oh, it's
video game footage
necessary.
the
You
You just need
whole
to
time,
walk
dude.
in and be like,
Most of these types of games, it isn't necessary. Unless you're like real life
you need to,
fucking grinding your ass.
you need to
He
walk
loves
in
planes.
and just be like, are you winning, son? Are you?
Like he'll watch these stories about like planes and stuff, like plane crashes and everything, and it's just like he's like, look at that! How do they get that footage? And I'm like, Dad, it's Microsoft Flight Sim. Like it's ultra. Like, come on, don't be that fucking.
You need to just be like, I don't know, Dad, but it's pretty cool. It's
Bro, how do you get to the real bro? That's fucking GTA 5.
that's so
like
wholesome.
he'll just see like GTA footage. It's like, wow, these video games are crazy. It's not like the Nintendo back in the day. Like he'll just have like he'll say stuff like an old person would in like a movie. It's like, oh, this is a big upgrade from Nintendo.
Yeah.
What's this Grand Theft Auto?
Sure reminds me like my Game Boys. Yeah.
Dude, when he saw Grand
Oh
Theft
my
Auto, like I
God,
showed
it's
him the
really
6
like the
trailer,
fucking stereotype.
you know where his mind went to? It's like, I remember Grand Theft Auto. Back in the day, it was the top-down game, right? Like, you looked at I'm like,
Right.
oh my God, bro, how do
Damn.
you remember this shit? Like, what the... Like, he...
Yeah,
well,
back
like,
in
the
the
thing is, he
fucking
comes to this
PS1
country,
era.
like, and this is like back in the late
I'm
80s,
still
like
debating
early
whether
90s, so
whether
we had,
I
like,
should
we
be
had
getting the
family
fucking
here, and like they
an
were
actual
playing
copy
GTA
of
on
the
like
fucking GTA 1 and 2
you know,
from
MS-DOS,
PS1.
like the
I'm
old
really
school like Grand
debating
Theft
that,
Auto, and that's the
'cause
only thing
I
he
could
knows.
just fucking
So when he sees it now,
get
he's
them
like,
on
oh my
PC for
God,
free.
they're real. Like this is what they did. Like this is just like what 3 games later, insane shit. And I'm like, no, Dad, this has been running for like 20 years. Times have been shifting. Like he'll do shit where it's like, man, I wish we still had pagers and everything. Life was a lot simpler back then.
Wait, your dad doesn't use a pager anymore?
No, well, he has like a pager at work.
They
I'm
work.
pretty sure.
How do pagers
like
even work?
All right. Well, they
Bro, if you-
basically they text or call a code, and then that call just beeps the pager, and the pager has like a phone number on it that you have to call back.
Interesting. So it's like connected to a cellular network.
It's awful, but yeah. Yeah,
Bro, all I think
yeah.
of the fucking
Dude,
picture is that
like,
fucking
you ask that to my dad.
I'm
he's like,
having
"What
pain,
type of
I'm
pagers
having
work, dude?"
chest
There's
pain,
one
and the
number
guy
you call
knew
him, you tell him your message.
then
Life
you
was a lot
fucking
simpler. Now I gotta
wait
like
for the
bring
call.
out my phone and shit, and, like text back the old way. He cannot like use a modern day phone aside from like playing a video game and checking like an email. Like he's like all this dude. His whole response would be like, who needs to have like 7-inch screens? Like what? Nobody's watching a Hollywood movie on their phone, and I'm like, you'd be surprised. My friend watches Dune 2 on
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's he's an old boomer like that, but I don't know, man. It's
Yeah,
times
so many of
be
them.
shifting a lot. One day we're gonna end up like
I know.
that too. I feel like as much as we try to fight against it, I'm sure like
It's inevitable. Like we're
It's
gonna be like
inevitable.
old, and our grandkids are gonna be like, just shove the lasers in your ears. You'll be able to see the whole movie that way. And you're like, can I just watch it? And they're like, no.
Why would you
a
do that?
dinosaur? Yeah. Eat this
but I feel-
pill, and it'll implant the script into your brain. Do it. What are you?
feel
a
Yeah,
I feel
sure,
like
do
the-
that shit.
I feel like
Nothing bad gonna happen.
I feel like the
You
future is gonna
implanting
be so
shit to your
up
brain.
for tech. Like some of the most recent shit
What
where
do you
like
think this
I don't
is
know how
fucking
I don't know how
cyberpunk?
much you guys like browse the metaverse and shit like that.
No.
But, like,
Zero.
Well, I do it just to like see the growth in content that's coming out of like Facebook, and I'm like, dude, it's crazy how there's people that
There's content
believe
on-
this is the future
on
of
Meta-
interacting
on the
with
Meta.
friends, right? Like just wear the goggles and talk to each other from your houses. Like,
To me, it's the same thing as like. I hate to conjure up their existence in a public sphere, but you know those like sex robots or like the dolls that are like super whatever, like super anatomically accurate. Like I think there's going to be a subset of people in the future who enjoy just kind of like plugging
Just
themselves
interacting with robots
into
or whatever.
a full fantasy that's as accurate as the
Yeah,
real
God.
thing, right? But I think as it becomes more real, like more a placebo for real interaction, I think it's going to become more ostracized, like how those are, right? Like, there's plenty of people who are logical and thinking who
Maybe.
would incorporate maybe some level of toy or whatever into fantasy, but there's even those people are like, yeah, those guys are freaks,
motherfuckers are
right?
like,
Who
we
go
try and
to
swap
that
fucking
degree with it.
mosquitoes.
I think maybe metaverse, like going to the degree
Like,
of like,
bro, it's
oh, well, you
really-
can have
like,
your social
every time I go
interactions
into
and
my
work and all that
fucking,
from a computer.
internship, I have to
I
go
think
to the
it's going to
fucking
be the same
bathroom.
thing. It's going
I
to
always
become
have to,
more
like,
niche as society views
like
it as more
walk
of a
everywhere around the
strange thing to
fucking
do.
bathroom.
You know what I
Walk
mean?
around the bathroom
Like,
just to make sure.
it'll
Hey,
be
Yeah,
they're like
I
any
guess there will
fucking
always
mosquitoes
be
I need
that-
to swat before I pull
There
my
will always
pants
be
down.
that
And most
sense
of the
of
time there are.
normalcy, I think,
Like,
that
fuck's
will,
sakes.
you know, peer through the cracks. And I don't know.
yeah, I also
I have
think,
no
like,
idea
no
how
matter
there's
what,
always
you're still
fucking
gonna,
mosquitoes in
like,
the fucking
I don't know,
bath-
It's
in the
weird because
bathrooms.
it's like some of the people that grow up, it's like their only
Maybe just leave
interaction
the
is literally
windows
through
open
like
or whatever.
Discord or whatever too. Like,
Scary.
I mean, like I know that we
Yeah,
all
dude.
have like a real
I know
world
people like
interaction
that.
with people. Well, we all have real world interactions with people, right? Like in reality,
Most
we
of
all have
us,
like
anyway.
a life to go outside of after this, you know? But
YouTube is literally the smallest part of all of our lives.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
I think
mean,
that
yeah.
people just can't. People can't. Some people can't even fathom that. You know.
Right,
Yeah,
because
it's,
they're too
it's
into
funny
the
because like
internet or
sometimes
whatever.
like when you deal with like crazy, I guess like controversies on the internet, it's like to remind people, it's like the easiest thing in my life is just like close the
Getting
app
up.
and walk away, like, and then I catch up with all the BS later, and it's like whatever, it's ineffective in reality. Who gives a shit? I don't know. It's a wild thing. But other than that, before I guess we tie it off, it's like
There's
I
one
guess
thing
it's best to
very
ask.
important that I needed to mention before we tie it
Oh, yeah?
off. It's of utmost importance, and
What?
Nick Fuentes, known guy that keeps talking about how he hates gay people and gay people is a sin and stuff like that. A
so
far
he's a Christian.
insano politician, anti-Semite guy, Nick Fuentes, the legend himself, has accidentally streamed gay. This is a wonderful day for us all, and I had to
Yeah, so he's a
announce this to the
hypocrite.
world
I
'cause
see.
That's huge.
it made me
Bro, is
very
that actually
happy.
real though? Was it real?
It was real.
Or did he get hacked by, you know,
By
the Mossad?
The
It's
Mossad,
always
yeah,
the
Mossad
lawless
hacked
ones
Nick
that are
Fuentes to
fucking
put gay
hypocrites.
his stream. Yeah.
That's huge.
It's huge. It's great news.
I hate
It's
when they
great
do
news. It
to me.
literally made my whole day better.
Dude,
It's always the
I
lawless
saw that and
ones.
I was just like sitting there. I'm like, man, like I saw it like happen like the clip on the internet, and I'm like, it definitely was like a hack. Let's be real.
I
Come
hope
on
not.
now.
I hope not.
Do you think
It
that
is
he
funny
actually,
to imagine that the moment the broadcast ends on the same computer, he's like, "Oh, thank God, finally!" Like,
Thank God, finally I can beat my
God,
meat
dude,
now.
don't ruin
watch
this
this game.
for me. Don't ruin this
Okay.
for me, okay?
I'm gonna let Nux's fantasy plane because there have been other streamers that have accidentally streamed their pornography
Like, a lot.
on the same.
I mean, like,
Like,
the
a
whole,
lot
the
of
whole
them.
shit that happened with Tifa.
Dude, but it's insane. It's like, and it's actually
need
popular
Italian
streamers,
Senate
and
or
I'm
whatever.
kind of sitting there. I'm like, do you not have like a second computer for this kind of shit? Like, do you not like?
Yeah,
at least
You know
it
the
loads
scariest
OBS or
PC.
something. Like, my word.
Bro, it's like it's literally living life at the.
Bro, it's just that
Like,
fucking scene
razor's
from
edge.
Ted.
Yeah.
I think it
It's
was
like somebody
Ted.
that opens
Ted
up
one
their
or Ted
social
two,
media
where
platform,
It's
types a
just
slur,
bored.
hovers their mouse over tweet, and it's like, oh no, maybe
It's
it'll go
really
out.
just bored.
The mouse is like right there over tweet, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it's like it's
Just
like
to
literally
feel something.
yeah, it's literally like weird. It's like a weird form of edging almost. Because I sit there and I'm like, dude, like sometimes when you're doing like deep web stuff, or even when I'm like doing like regular screen recordings, like the amount of times I know you guys have to do the same. It's like you look at like the edit timeline, or like you look at the final product, like sometimes frame by frame, and it's like, did I let something slip? Like, you know, and then it's like these people are just like streaming and like they're alt tabbing and like the alt tab just shows thumbnails of like actual pornography.
Like, even
when it comes to streaming, like sometimes I get freaked out. Like it happened to me by mistake like years ago. Like some crazy website that I've alt tabbed to that maybe has something slightly offending, not like an image, but like
he might be playing the fucking
and I like pull the VOD, kill the
he
stream,
got
and I'm
the,
like, I hope I don't get like a strike for it.
He got the game recently.
Some people are just playing life of the Razor's Edge, like have a separate.
And sometimes he actually passes my help to
window
beat some of the fucking enemies.
That is true.
Although recently
quickly
hasn't been
liking
doing
and
that, so he
unliking a
probably already
controversial tweet just to see if
Yeah,
maybe the
just
first
to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Bro, have you done that?
I do that all the time.
Yeah, it's called Wendigooning, like Nux said.
Yeah, exactly.
When the
Bro,
Goonie.
that's why, dude. That's the scariest thing about like using Toter. Sometimes, like you'll fat finger over like a tweet, and it's like,
Right?
Yeah, I realize I like way too much stuff. Cause like I'll see some shit that I think's really up, and I'll just like it because I'm like, oh yeah, interesting. And then I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Just brain on autopilot. You.
Yeah, seriously.
Dude, you need the Asmongold excuse. That guy, he'll like some like insanely messed up things, and then he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I just like things so that I can know what to come back to on stream. Like I go through my likes to cover all this stuff." And you're like, "Okay, dude."
no. Sometimes it's like what you gotta do is like you like something, and then like 10, 15 more things, just like bury that shit under,
like
you know?
you can't
You like
bookmark
15
fucking tweets
neutral
or whatever.
normal things like cat footage, like cat videos, or like
I don't see cat videos on Twitter.
I better like a
videos on
bunch of
Twitter.
straight cover this up.
It's like one for every 10.
No, you go there and you like all the, oh my god, here's Dune 2 completely uploaded.
Dude, that's the tipster move, right? Did you see that?
The
He
what?
he
What
liked
move?
this one tweet like of lolly art, and later like people said, "Hey, you like this tweet of lolly art?" And then his big comeback to that is like, "Everyone insulted me that said that it was an underage girl, but none of them in fact realized it was an underage boy." Did you see
I
that?
was like, yeah,
Okay.
that makes it so much better, dude.
Literally
And that's
changed
better?
everything.
I'm like, I can't wait for the FBI agent to be like, that's some good
Holds up in
nuance
court.
right there.
Hey,
It's like when you're a drunk driver and you crash the car, and then the second you walk out of the car, you chug like a whole bottle of Smirnoff so they can't prove that you were drunk before you crashed.
Yeah, again,
hey, what's with you liking
just
this
chuck
tweet of
fucking
like
alcohol to
an
jams 'cause you were
underage
drunk.
drawing? Assuming age, are we?
Freak.
No, that's freak behavior. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see more freak behavior, Wendigoon's channel is
my
full of
God.
freak content.
Absolutely.
Full
100%.
and then,
ass
of
shit.
course,
Don't call me goon for
let's not-
nothing. For sure. Yeah.
And you know what? For the man that has built himself on the
Right.
pride of gooning,
The man
he's
that,
also a pretty expert. Bible
recently got
expert as
quote
well,
unquote
too, so-
cancelled by
check-
some dipshit.
I like to live on the edge. You know, play both
Isn't that
sides, see who
fucking
wins.
Both sides see who wins. That's funny.
And then, of course, if you also enjoy covering P. Diddy, actually, I wanted to, Caleb, you came in a little bit too
Diddy.
late for it, but did you
Yeah.
see the P. Diddy beatdown video?
Oh, dude, I made a video about it yesterday. Yeah.
Did you? Then you caught up on the whole
P.
statute
Diddy
of
shit.
limitations discourse then too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you want to check out anything related to that, Red Thread is a great podcast as well too. Actually, how long has that been going on, by the way? Because
I
you
think
guys,
we just got done recording one. I think we're 20 episodes in now. Pretty sure. Because it was
Hell yeah.
bi-weekly, and then we moved it to weekly when it started getting a bunch of traction. I'm pretty
Sure.
sure. And then I think that Creepcast is 12. Yeah, okay, so today we recorded the 20th Red Thread. And then Creep...
what was the Red Thread about, if you don't mind us asking?
it was the Antarctica conspiracy theory.
Ooh,
what
I
now?
love the Antarctica
Bird?
theories.
Richard Bird,
Wait,
yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
Bird.
What, there are
our
fucking
boy.
aliens in
Yeah.
that
I've been
Antarctica?
telling. That's the
In
one that I
Antarctica or
tell
some
people in
shit?
real life.
I
Yeah, that
love
one's so
one.
much fun. That one's great.
Yeah, that one's cool.
I don't want to end the
Antarctica is where you
video on that. What
find
is the
Area
Antarctica
55 or some
conspiracy?
shit.
And then to answer, there are 15 Creepcast episodes. Yeah. So the Antarctica conspiracy theory, or sorry, 14. The Antarctica conspiracy theory is, I mean, there's a lot of aspects to it, but the shortened version is that during World War II, the Nazis sent soldiers down to Antarctica to uncover some ancient history of Aryan civilization, lost civilizations, what have you. But the records of what exactly they did down there were lost. So right after the war in
surprised that, Call of
1946,
Duty didn't use
the
fucking,
United States government in something
didn't use
called
that,
Operation High Jump sends down Admiral
I'm
Richard
surprised Call of
Byrd
Duty
with
didn't use
a
that for
like
a fucking
huge expedition of
zombies map or
soldiers
whatever.
and
Or maybe they
whatnot
already have.
under the pretense that they are exploring weather phenomenon or like, you know, potential combat that may occur if someone sets up a location in the Arctic, whatever. However, the conspiracy is that based on all of the weapons and equipment that was brought, they were looking for holdout Nazi regimes in Antarctica, assuming that the Nazis had actually set up a base down there. And then it gets into conspiracies that the Nazis and Richard Byrd discovered a passageway into Hollow Earth, into this secret society that exists beneath ice,
They also
Agartha,
run
what
into
have
fucking
you,
Gwendolyn
giants,
Johnson
and
down there or
all my
something.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then
I think
after this is real history, as soon as Richard left, he first stopped in Chile, where he told a local newspaper to be prepared from something happening in Antarctica. He then goes to the United States, where he's basically given a gag order and a Medal of Honor. So people theorize that they discovered, you know, aliens, secret Earth, whatever you want to, in Antarctica. So that's the conspiracy around it. And to this day, there's a bunch of weird regulations and rules around people traveling to Antarctica, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the broad strokes of it.
And also, let's not forget that what Admiral Byrd really found in Antarctica, which is the giant ice wall.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
That
because
really
there is
showed us
actually
that
Ice
the
Age or
world
some
we
shit.
know is much, much smaller than the world actually is. But the elites don't want us to know that, because
Right.
then they can't rule if we know about the giant Agarthan citizens who actually run the planet, of course.
Exactly. That are in the Hollow Earth.
Yes.
So for this, I gotta believe flat Earth is a thing.
No, flat Earth
no,
is
no.
no. There is also a flat Earth theory tied into the Antarctica stuff with the big ice wall that they're hiding there.
Yeah, that's the Antarctica doesn't exist.
I'm not saying
Right.
this to like discount flat Earth. I do believe in a flat Earth.
Of course, yeah.
No, I'm,
I don't want to discount
sure.
Flat Earth.
Oh,
not a theory.
look, I'm not
It's-
trying to come at anyone.
Yeah, come on,
I'm
guys.
not
I
persecuting
mean, what
anything.
have you ever proven that the Earth is round?
Go look outside right now. Do you see a curve? That's what I thought.
Exactly, dude.
See, look, I'm one of those people where like so I'm on a
didn't,
whole bunch of
a lot
discords
of
of
people
flat
like
Earth
died
people, and bro,
when trying to fucking prove that the Earth was flat and shit.
Bro, I
Dude.
love pilots. You ever seen pilots that think the Earth's flat? They're like, I've
Dude, I
flown
love
for
them.
40 years and I've never had to make the nose go up at a 2-degree angle over the
They curved
circumference of the Earth.
They curved the glass, my
Yeah,
God.
I mean, yes, you're American.
But see, like that's why like I always get into like the debate. I'm like, I'll believe it. I'm like, hey man, the pilot's up, dude. His whole job is in the air. Okay, all right. If that saying the Earth is flat, then who are you to discount it?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like, shit.
When's the last time you flew a plane over a curved Earth? That's what I thought.
Yeah, some bitch.
terribly unfortunate news, but I have to bring back
Why
the
the-
Aiden Ross clip of the week
the enemy's,
because
like,
he
blowing
has.
up.
Boy, what happened?
This is a bit of an older clip. It's one of my
Helicopter
personal
doesn't make
favorites. I
sense
don't know
of
when
blowing
to
up.
do it if
Why
you
do
saw
the
it.
enemies do
I
that?
imagine I've already shown it to you guys, Muda and Caleb. But all right, so here's the conversation he had with XQC. I linked it in the
Always
chat.
that. It's always that goddamn intellectual bastard.
Actual
superiority.
intellectual titans. So he
You want to
asked
share the video, or you
XQC
want to screen?
I
You
can't
want to
screen
share the video?
I can't screen share it on my end on Riverside, so I sent it to you guys.
You want an iPad or something?
No, it just doesn't let me play audio when I share it. It just
iPad or
plays the video.
Yeah, it doesn't
on,
work
bro?
fucking
iPad
audio
kid
for some
over here.
reason. That's weird.
iPad baby.
You try, okay?
Dude, wait, hold on. While I get this set up, have you seen the video of the iPad kid on 4chan or Soy Jack Party?
No.
You guys see that?
The who
You
now?
see that? So some parent gave their kid an iPad and shit.
I opened up this video and it's titled, "Is the Earth Flat? XQC and Aiden Ross discuss important topics."
It's so good.
What's the,
This is
what's
basically the red
what's
thread. If you watch this, you don't need to watch my show, I think.
Yeah, sure,
What's the
because the
timestamp?
person that's
All right, I'll
most
give you the
intellect
timestamp.
of,
Around 24
one of
minutes,
them
I
all
think.
is
I could look at it
definitely
specifically.
Ross.
24 minutes? Yeah, sure, man. I mean, hey, this is all banger, right? Oh, dude, well, it's the most replayed section of the video, so
All right,
it makes
sounds
sense.
about right.
What about basketball? Do you like
Here we
NBA?
go.
Okay, no, that's not it.
I feel like I'm wasting time when I watch these guys. Is that
mean,
bad?
you
I
are.
feel like I need to walk away and do something else.
So they can't take a picture
Yeah,
of
do
the
something
whole thing. They're
productive
too
with your
close
life,
to
just to
right? So they have to send out something like
just to make up for
like
wasting
that.
your time
So they
watching
take a
these
picture
two
of the whole thing,
idiots.
right? So when they do that happens. There's a lot of pictures of that, right?
Bro, okay, honestly, like, I'm gonna give him credit. That's XCC's smartest. moment. That was actually the best. Like,
So in
you
this
could- you could bring that.
discussion that they have somewhere, he says, "What do you know about Antarctica?" And XQC says, "What about Antarctica?" And he says, "But like, what do you think is behind the wall?"
The what
And he
now?
says, "What do you mean behind what wall?" He's like, "You know how Antarctica's a wall, right?" He's like, "No, it's not." He's like, "You haven't seen Game of Thrones?" And he's being 100% serious.
I love that
He's
so
being
much.
100%
What?
serious.
That's so
And
awesome.
That's all you
XQC's
need.
like,
He's
"It's
like the
not a
best
wall,
guy."
it's a plaque." And he's like, "No, I believe there's something at the other side of the wall."
Dude, but that's the thing. He is like an intellectual. Like, I'm gonna give XQC
God.
credit there for a
He's a
French
bastion
Canadian.
of intelligence.
He is. He unironically is. He's smart, level-headed, totally funny. Well, he is actually funny. He's hilarious. Look, I'm gonna defend a Canadian when a Canadian needs to be defended. That explanation I showed you, you could hold that shit up in the University of Toronto and it would stand up. And I maintained that unironically.
I found the wall. I found the wall. It's
Found the
32
wall.
minute into the video.
Jesus Christ.
That made me sad.
Yeah,
so
man,
Isn't
sad.
that
yeah.
awesome?
It's so good though.
Dude.
You're too
pretty
close,
funny,
so you
but
go,
fuck me, man. If people watching you guys,
Dude, it's like bro. Okay, he did what a physicist
better.
did without all the
I mean, I'm no
pretentiousness, bro.
better.
Like actual.
Oh my god.
I'm just
Have you
fucking
guys
farming
seen
the
Terrence
shit,
Howard?
man.
Wait, who's Terrence Howard?
He was on Joe Rogan's podcast like a couple days ago, and there has been a new wave of carrot brain that has just spread across TikTok and I guess the rest of the internet
Like
virally.
butter.
Terrence Howard is like a pretend genius, and he has blown the minds of so many fucking people. It is ridiculous.
By people, you mean
Terrence Howard,
kids?
the actor, the guy who was Iron Man's friend in Iron Man 1, who was replaced for Iron Man 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Kinda.
And
How's he a pretend genius? What does he do?
so it's like he's got all these patents and shit. I started digesting it last night, and there's a lot to think about. He basically claims that he had a vision of the true meaning of the periodic table and the actual truth of the periodic table when he was a child, and that each element is like regressional
all
and
form
congressional
Captain
energy.
Planet.
So it's like carbon is stable and it's like a note and a color. Carbon represents a note, like a musical note, because notes are wavelengths, color. It's just, he talks and rambles for 30 seconds to where it's impossible to figure out what he's saying, and then moves on to other points without finishing them. And it's like, this guy's a genius. Everyone in the comments thinks he's an absolute genius. And I'm just like, I think this guy might need to be
in the
medicated.
comments to what though? TikTok?
Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah, TikTok, all that.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's just like what
said
retarded
he's
people
genius.
gassing them more
I said he
retarded.
needs
Like,
to
come
go to
on.
mental
Dude,
ward.
TikTok.
I guess so, yeah.
No.
It's just, but it's also Joe Rogan was on there. He was like kind of, there was no pushback.
Yeah, that is just
it was very odd.
schizophrenic.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's Joe Rogan, bro. He's probably blown away.
But his like whole thing is Joe Rogan questions everything. He didn't do a lot of questioning for this. He reminded me of Kanye West, but like with science.
I need to see this. What is this?
It was awesome.
Bro, someone needs
Howard?
to show that man 22
Terrence Howard,
Jump
yeah.
Street right now.
Terrence Howard. And I want to do more research on it because it's like it is fascinating and interesting, and it doesn't seem like it's
How someone
subversive
can be
necessarily,
so
or like
fucking and crazy.
it doesn't. I don't understand how you would ever apply it, to be honest. But it's just like this guy who thinks he's got this crazy high IQ, and he's interacting with people who are just really dumb. And it was an interesting. I recommend looking up Terrence Howard Genius, and you'll see him get shut down by a few college students about how 1 divided by 1 is not 0.
Oh my god.
What?
Dude. Are you
Yeah, dude.
joking?
Fucks.
There's a rabbit hole. There's
Wait,
a
1
huge
divided
rabbit hole.
by
Terrence
1?
Howard is a genius, though.
Okay,
genius.
all right. Well,
One
we
divided
need
by
to.
one.
We need to.
That's one.
We need to actually like look this up. 1 divided by 1. What?
Carbon is a note of E,
Yeah, what
by
the
the way,
fuck?
in case you
What is
weren't aware.
No.
Each element on the periodic table is a different octave.
Dude, why do you know this? Why did you dedicate brain space to this?
This was like 30 seconds of research, legitimately. I laid out in the sun for like a couple minutes yesterday when I finished recording, and that was the first shit that popped up on my phone, and I was like, oh wow, this is awesome.
You're like, this
Oh
guy's
my
a
God.
crackhead. Let me. exploit it.
This
I
is
think
why
your
God
two
doesn't talk to us
recommendations is pretty
anymore.
much fucked.
Steve,
Get recommended that shit.
Yeah,
they need to
Terrence
fucking
Howard,
do.
right?
You must need to do a
Listen,
full
listen,
fucking
maybe he'll
queen.
let everyone know that P. Diddy is,
Because
should be
you're,
forgiven. Who knows?
Your recommendation
Bro, I
is
don't even want to, bro,
absolutely.
we can't use P. Diddler, okay? I realize we used it once. A boy here already got a strike on his channel because of that. I don't want to
Yeah, me, bro.
deal with no P. Diddler, bro.
Me, bro. I got a strike on P. Diddy.
Yeah.
A P. Diddy video.
That's insane.
They still haven't undone it, and they still haven't given me a reason either. Yeah, YouTube still has not given me a reason. I have a partner manager, and he's just like, dude, I don't know, bro.
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
It was
There's
a manual
YouTube
thing
doing
done
dumb
by P. Diddy.
YouTube
You're on.
shit.
Yeah, P. Diddy,
bro.
he's back. He's on his lanai. He's got his big YouTube phone. It's like a thick Lenovo ThinkPad phone, and he's like scrolling through the database of YouTube, and he thinks in octaves like Terrence Howard.
Okay, please stop. I'm getting covered listening to this.
Oh
Dude, I'm
shit, we're
totally
gonna
looking
get a
up
fucking
Terrence
hit
Howard after
again.
this. I might even start glazing him next week.
Dude, it is. It's very flat left or flat Earth adjacent type of thinking.
Okay, now
It
I'm
just seems
interested.
pointless. Dude, Isaac, he has a f***ing patent for reinventing the way propulsion works for firearms.
What?
Yeah, and it uses electrolysis and like I read it 5 times and I don't understand it. And I don't know if I'm just an idiot
Yeah.
or if it's just like this guy. It
absolutely
doesn't make
nuts.
any sense. It doesn't make sense. Like I see what he's like reinvented his physics in his own way, and he wears a f***ing like Assassin's Creed tunic and goes
Oh
on
my
Joe Rogan's
God.
podcast and acts like God.
Yeah, oh no,
what?
that's
It's
up
weird.
like
That
an
kind of is the end game, though, if you think about it, of like making your own YouTube compound. Like that's the natural end point. Like,
That guy will help us
Yeah, being
discover
transported to a whole new
FTL
level.
travel, dude.
yeah,
Maybe, okay, this guy could
he's
either
just
be
ahead of the
a
curve.
job, Caleb.
True.
Maybe he could. Yeah,
There is no
he's
curve.
ridiculous.
And see, now you're thinking. Now you've freed your mind, Nux.
No,
Step
there's like,
one is complete.
listen, okay, bro, as somebody that's seen the underground Dulce Air Force Base photos of aliens moving around from the center of the earth, I do believe there is a hollow society of people out there. But that's where we'll end it at before, Boeing sends its best at us.
Before
But
the
ladies and
government,
gentlemen, check
tries to shut down
out
the videos
Wendigoon's
and shit.
channel and his
take
podcast.
it
Check
down.
out Oompaville for the smartest man that he's about to cover. I kind
Terrence
of
Howard.
want to look. Dude, I kind
I
of
love
want to look into
Terrence
this
Howard,
dude,
man.
man. I want to fall into this rabbit hole myself. You got me so ready for
He's
this guy.
suave, bro. There's a reason he didn't come back on Iron Man 2. It's because he was getting busy.
Dude, he was, yeah, dude, he was putting together patents.
He also has 2 degrees. Just kidding.
No,
He says he does. He has a doctorate, or he has an honorary doctorate from South Carolina
An
University.
honorary
Wait.
doctorate?
what's the honorary doctorate in though?
It's like I don't know. Let's see. Let me look it up. Terrence Howard degrees. I think he's like halfway through a mechanical chemical engineering degree.
Oh, so he's up there with XQC.
I don't know. Let's see.
So he's getting there. He's getting
I don't know.
The same level as
Well, until you
XQC.
find it, check out Next Talk. Check out me. Hopefully, you all enjoyed today's podcast episode. We anytime we have Isaiah on, it's always covering insane shit. We
always a
end up
banger.
with something.
Yeah, it's all
Always a
wild.
banger.
Well, we always end up with something that's probably gonna get us right down the
Yeah,
road. Who knows?
you're welcome. It's a gift.
Those are the best episodes. When you
dude.
gotta fight. Those are the best when you gotta fight with your partner manager about it staying up. Anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, this is all of us, and we are out.
Alright, what else do we have? Yeah, let me just hide this for a bit. No, let's try and end up with a fucking podcast from Serafina. Because I think the audio should be fine now. I already tinkered with with my audio settings, so I
So-
think it should be fine. Yeah, let's try that again. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this right from the start. Yeah, here we go. Let's see that. Let's see.
Welcome in. Today is Memorial Day. for both
Yeah,
recording.
I think it should be fine now.
Oh no, wait.
I just
It'll
have
be
to
posted
tinker
tonight,
more
so
with my
it's fine.
fucking settings.
I'm off to a really great start. I usually am not the one to introduce us, but I'm kind of taking the lead today. So I hope everybody had a nice weekend. Hope everybody is enjoying their day. And today we're gonna have some fun with some funny, general discussion topic kind of questions. Which the first one, me and Link have talked about on stream before, but it's the first question that I feel like it needs to be discussed again. Mostly because it's gonna be funny. But
I'm already just like.
it'll be great.
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah,
awesome.
so far, so good.
But yeah, I guess we might as well just jump right in with it. So is cereal soup?
No.
Why or why not?
Fuck.
Didn't let me
Serious
finish the
soup.
question.
I don't care.
I mean, no, technically it's not for me because I don't eat
God
the
damn
fucking.
it, Link!
Cereal is not soup. If
It's
anyone
not.
I don't
says
drink the
otherwise,
cereal
you're
from the
wrong.
fucking bowl. I
I
drink
know
it
that
separate
people
from
make
the. I drink the
the-
cereal. I drink the
they
milk
try and
separate
make
from the
the,
cereal.
point
So
that
yeah, I just drink. I just drink
is,
it from a cup of, or
you
just
know,
a mug or
I don't
whatever.
even know how they try and make this argument.
Yeah, for me at least,
Because to me
cereal
it
is
doesn't
not
make any
soup
fucking sense.
because I don't drink it
Because
like soup.
Cereal is the actual fucking item, not cereal with milk. So like cereal is not a soup because it is most usually a grain that is formed into some kind of shape.
I mean, what is soup? It's
And
just
then
like
you
a combination
add
of
milk.
the
So
Or
okay.
just eat it.
vegetables,
Or
like
put it
combining a
as a
fucking liquid or
topping.
whatever. Yeah.
So
Cereal is not
soup
soup, and neither is cereal with milk.
is a like. It's a collectively it's a cooked food.
Yeah, there we
with
go.
a
That's
primarily
exactly,
liquid
that's
base.
exactly what I said. It's just a
Cereal's not
collect.
soup
It's just a bunch of
because
fucking
it's not a
vegetables all
cooked
mushed
food.
into a fucking
And
liquid.
also, the base is like typically one of four
Six.
things: a broth, a stock,
That's the
a
all long
puree,
it took.
or like
Okay, so it
rich,
took, like,
thick, creamy
half an
liquid.
hour.
which
Yeah, around
people
that.
are like, oh, milk's the creamy
Ah,
liquid. No,
Crazy.
you're wrong because it's like cream.
Yeah, it
with
took
more
around
like-
half an hour just to
like
get like
cheese and,
50,000
like,
volts.
thickened, like a cream
Thick and
based
creamy.
soup.
Yeah.
Cereal is not soup. Fuck all of you.
Soup. It's just soup.
And
What do you
Nate,
mean
if
it's
you're
all
listening
just
to
soup?
this, because I know you will be eventually,
Nathaniel.
It's all soup.
it's not soup.
And go on the
This
next
is the
level,
hill
goddammit.
that I will die on, and I do not care.
I feel like we need to talk about all of Nate's food takes because they're all fucking bad.
Oh my god.
What do you mean you're
that's
at
I don't
so
think there's
weird.
a single one that I've been like, yeah, no, that sounds like a... Well, okay, maybe just one. But it's more standard. But, like, most of them
Yeah,
are
that's such an
absolutely
old
atrocious
fucking meme. Huh?
abominations.
He's just
I
doing
think
it on
the
purpose.
first time that I saw that
he's
meme
doing
was
it
probably
on
like
purpose,
from
but
a
it's like,
fucking Vine
it's still
compilation
funny
or
to have
whatever.
the conversation with
From
him,
like
'cause he's like,
from
"But
back
these
in
are so
2015,
good."
I'd say. Maybe.
then,
Oh
like,
my
Yeah, something
god.
like that.
So
Yeah.
the one thing I like, hold on.
No, from like
So what, there
a meme
is
a meme
a-
compilation.
Like a graph, like the cube food of rule. The cube food of rule. Wow. The cube rule of food. That I believe in to a certain extent, and that is where you have to like. That's the difference between wisdom and intelligence. You know, for those of you that are D&D folks, is that like you have to
Good.
know the difference between them. So like, yeah, I don't know. Intelligence would be following this thing to a T, but wisdom is knowing the cereal is not.
Game
soup.
just kept respawning or some shit.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think that would
the
have been much better.
first is
There is that
toast.
glitch that
If it just
that
has the
I
bottom
could
of
have
the
done
cube.
if I was playing the
Let's just
PS2 or the
share
PS4
this.
version, where I
Hold
could
on.
just like keep
Perfect.
offing
Visual
myself.
aid, if you
visual aid indeed. Okay.
for
And it
those of
just
you watching.
instantly spawns me over back here. But it doesn't work with the PS3
this
version, so
one.
yeah.
Okay. So this is the cube
The
rule
cube
of
rule
food.
of
And I almost said cube food of rule again. Because fuck my life. Anyways, so number 1, toast. If it's just the bottom part of the cube, like a piece of toast, it's a toast. If it has the bottom and the top, it's a sandwich. So burgers are sandwiches.
Okay.
Sandwiches are sandwiches. Obviously, I'm trying to think of another example.
What about a hot, like a not a hot dog?
No, because a hot dog is a taco. Because if it has the bottom and 2 sides,
I can kind of see
it's
that.
a taco. So a
Okay, so
hot
what
dog
about
is a
like
taco.
What about like a hoagie sandwich where
Yes,
you like have your hoagie
like
roll,
whole
but you
square
only,
things
like,
is
it's
the
still
sushi.
hinged, and it's a
Soup
V
salad
shape.
with Red Bull.
That's still a
Technically,
taco,
And then
people would call it
that was a
hoagie
calzone.
sandwich.
but it's a taco.
That's crazy. See,
Yeah.
that's where I feel like the wisdom comes in.
Exactly. And I'll
Where
get
it's
to
a
that when we get to
sandwich.
number 5 too.
Bitch.
4. If it's just like the lining box sides, it's a sushi.
Okay.
But I hate sushi. But
I
there
love
are other things
Not
in this
much of a
shape
burger kind
that
of guy. I
are
prefer chicken
delicious,
sandwiches.
like cannolis.
I never really had one.
So good. Love cannolis.
So then, are you saying
So I
that
don't. I
cannoli is
can't really
sushi?
say much.
By shape
Is it just
only,
like you just fucking chicken on
not even.
to
Like you said.
But based on the
You have
to
to
bread,
take this with a grain of
hold on.
salt.
Okay, well then a freaking hot dog is not a taco.
Yes,
It's
it
like
is.
yeah, it's just
No,
like
it's
just a
supposed to be a
regular sandwich,
sandwich.
but fucking chicken in
it's
the middle
not.
or some shit.
It's a taco.
No.
Yeah,
No.
it's it's a taco.
Okay, but like,
I don't.
I hate this.
Okay, how
I
about
don't think
okay,
like
I will
burger.
compromise
I
with
really
you.
like burgers though.
Cannoli is a sushi shape.
think I'd
but
probably
it's not
say that I'm more of
sushi,
a
just
burger
like
guy.
I will come to the
I did
fact
try
that
hot dogs a
cereal
couple of
would be
times and they
considered
were alright.
soup shaped, but it is not soup. Okay,
I much prefer the,
that is as far
the
as
only
I'm
really
willing
good
to
hot dog,
depend on
the
Okay,
really
but
good
why
like
is four
burgers
not
I've
a
gotten
roll, then?
are from the ones that are made from home
'Cause you have sushi
because you know they actually have
rolls.
fucking
but
meat
it's
on them,
good.
and the ones from Burger
Well,
King.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, Burger
It's
King's
not
actually
sushi
really
roll
good
if it's like
compared
if
to
it's
the
not
ones
a
in
roll,
fucking
isn't that
McDonald's.
sashimi or am I wrong? I don't know anything about sushi.
I mean, sushi. If we want to get technical right now, wait, it's Hold on, because I feel like sushi, if I'm remembering correctly. Get out of here, ad. Hold
Ad?
on, I'm looking it up. Because the way that I always thought it was what is it? I'm trying to remember the names. I know there's sashimi and oh, I think it's nigiri. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, it's
I don't
nigiri
know.
and sashimi.
Ooh.
Never mind you then. So, but I'm still thrown off because that means anything that has a starch of some type around it, it means it's sushi. And I fundamentally have a problem with that. Because that means with calzone, that ravioli is a calzone.
Absolutely,
I mean, what even is
That's
fucking
fine.
calzone?
it is.
So then, okay, question.
A Pop-Tart is also a calzone.
So then if you have like
No,
stuffed
it's just
French
like,
toast, is that a calzone?
Any substance that has like some squishy thing in the middle or the inside or whatever.
I think that would be
Or would that be a sandwich? Or is it toast?
technically because you only cut open the one side of it. I feel like
that
that's
soup?
soup.
Fuck you!
Bitch.
But for all, well, no, because when you cook it, the opening will theoretically seal itself depending on what it is that you're using. So yeah, that would be considered a calzone.
Bitch.
I hate that.
Similar to how,
calzone
like
is
you said,
calzone.
a Pop-Tart is a calzone. You know?
I hate that.
I like
Wouldn't that also mean though
Uh-uh.
that beef Wellington is a
Fucking
calzone?
mosquitoes. They're
yes,
goddamn
Oh,
everywhere.
fucking God.
yeah, it sure is.
Why can't these things just be what they are?
Because it like this, I don't know. It's just a simplified shape identification.
Okay, but when you simplify something, it shouldn't be fucking wrong. Like,
Damn. How did you get the basics wrong?
Oh my god.
Listen, I never said this was
Like,
totally
okay,
accurate, but like,
Somebody, okay, but
makes
like,
sense.
Could you fucking imagine if someone brought out you their like most sought after dish, and it's like this beautiful dish of like cannolis, right?
it's
And
like
you're
here,
like,
have your
wow, this
sushi.
fucking sushi looks so good, bro. Like,
Oh my god.
that chef would be so upset. Or if they brought out like the ravioli and
Hey,
you're
don't
like,
say that shit's a
See,
fucking
at that point,
shit.
I
That's
would
just,
just,
that's just
calzone.
I would print
disrespectful,
this and I would
motherfucker.
laminate it on a little card and I would just carry it around with me to prove my point to people.
I just think it's interesting that they pick sushi and calzone as
How the hell
things
did I
to
even
say,
get
'cause,
this
like,
guy?
toast
Well, what would you
is a
pick
lot-
for?
Piss
What
off.
would you pick for this then? Would you put it as ravioli? So everything's a ravioli that's closed in
No.
instead of a calzone?
No, I would have like a different thing because like a sandwich is a lot more broad. There's a lot of things that can fall into a sandwich category. Same with toast. Not so much taco, sushi, or calzone, because those are actual like very specific dishes. Whereas all
Sushi's
the
not a
other-
specific dish. You know how many different kinds of sushi there is?
Yeah, it's still,
Okay,
it's
but I
probably
mean,
gonna,
like, when
we're
you go to get
probably gonna be
sushi, you know
farming
that
until we
you're
get like,
getting
I don't know, 500,000? Yeah,
Or,
something like that.
you know,
yeah,
rice with
maybe
some
like
type of
450,000, something like that.
You know what's crazy
you know,
though?
whatever.
So, yeah, we're gonna be here
Find
for a
this
while.
chart.
I doubt we
Pizza
can
is
finish
toast.
it up today, but
I
we'll
know.
see.
That's wild. Unless you put another pizza
Yeah,
on top of
I'm
it. in
pretty
which case-
sure
it's a
that
sandwich.
next session we can
Yeah.
pretty much finish up the game. Yeah, we'll see.
Or if you fold it up, then it's a taco.
Yeah, but if you roll it
Yeah.
up, it's a sushi.
So wait, does that mean that like the those Swiss cake rolls? So that's a sushi then?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I hate it here.
Yeah. It's
I
a
hate
very
that this is-
processed, like, dessert sushi. Oh my god. You know what that reminds me of?
What? No,
Gilmore
okay.
Girls.
Yeah, I need to keep.
There's a
Yeah,
whole
bad.
episode where they
restarted
make
it.
dessert sushi
here we go.
and fried
Ooh.
chicken sushi.
See, I can get on board more with the like any
Nope.
type of like the Swiss cake rolls
Nice.
and
Good shot.
what are they called when you roll up the meat and stuff inside? It's got a specific name. I made it
That
once.
was
Oh, like the
I got fucking
pinwheels.
aiming at.
Yeah.
I can understand those being more related to sushi than
Right.
like cannoli.
But it is though.
Wouldn't a cannoli be more closely related to a taco though?
But a cannoli is like full circle. Like it's closed at the top.
Oh, it's cool. So you just
Right,
had some
but, like-
shit inside.
Not fully, you know.
I
mean,
mean, we
tacos
can
not
consider
fully
cannolis
closed
a
as
taco.
well.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, cause like it's got two pieces where they.
No, this is like
close
the
it,
the
like, make a
pre-made
taco
shit.
and close it.
Sometimes.
So then that's the debate of.
It depends
is
on if it's a
this-
hard shell taco or a soft shell taco.
I mean, it's a soft shell that they cook.
Yeah, but, no, I mean for like actual tacos,
Oh.
as to whether or not it's closed or not.
Oh yeah, because then that brings the question of is a
Oh, yeah.
soft shell or like a soft
Okay.
taco a sushi?
Well, no, because it would have at least usually the one side, like the back, would be closed too, so it would just the front open. So I think that would be
Nice,
like a
double kill.
modified sushi, maybe a modified taco. I don't know.
Well, see, because then it could
Nope.
be a calzone, like a burrito.
Bitch.
But a
closed
burrito
on
would be a
both sides.
calzone.
Yeah.
But
Which
if you
most
just-
soft tacos that you go get anymore
Fuck
are
you.
usually closed on both sides at this point, just to keep all the filling in.
Yeah,
Why the
it
hell am I
depends on where you
missing
go.
this fucker?
It's
Piss
true.
off.
I mean, when I make my own tacos at home, I close both sides, so it's more calzone like.
Mhm.
God, I love calzones.
Calzones
Nope.
are so good.
Mm-mm.
Remember I got
calzone
that one
forever.
calzone randomly delivered to my door and I ate it?
Nice.
It
Yeah.
was you
You can't even blame me. They
You.
delivered it to the wrong spot. It was there for
You.
at least like 20-30 minutes.
Yeah,
and you.
Yeah.
I mean that happens.
Yeah. So I ate it. It's fine. Okay, you know what? Let's go to the next question because we can talk about this another thing.
Hey, what else do
It's
we have?
still not reaching consensus, especially with that fucking cursed imagery that you just put up.
Listen, I wish I could take credit for making that, but I can't.
Fair.
Hmm.
All right, ready for the next question?
Yes.
Okay. What is the sexiest and least sexy name? Let's do one for boys and one for girls.
Names?
Okay. Bartholomew.
Bartholomew?
As the sexiest or least sexy?
Least.
I mean, how do you
I don't know
classify
why. Just popped in my head.
a name
Yeah.
being sexy?
Okay, all I can
don't
think
get
about
that.
is fucking Tangled and Eugene.
Eugene. Well, no, honestly, since Tangled came out, I think that Eugene has been redeemed a little bit.
I think so, but I also, when I think of Eugene, I think of not Flynn Rider.
See, the first thing that comes to mind when I think of Eugene.
Maybe I'm just
is-
not
Oh,
horny
no, that was
24/7,
Eustace,
so I
never
don't
mind.
get
In the
it.
third Narnia movie.
Oh.
Yeah, their cousin is Eustace, not Eugene. Never mind.
My thing is like, this might be really inappropriate, but that's what I do, I guess. Anyways, so, like, of those two names, which one would be more awkward to mow?
Opportune no.
Oh, Eugene. Oh my god.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Oh my god.
Oh god. I think that's, I mean, it says sexiest, so I feel like that's kind of the realm of where it has to kind of fall under, of like which one is like
You personally don't really
not
give a shit.
awkward.
As long as you like hanging
Okay,
out with
but,
that
like,
person, really shouldn't be giving a shit
No.
about that.
Keith is such a I don't
So
I don't know.
I don't see it.
I guess it also depends on your feelings for the person. So I've never met a Eugene
Fucker. Over here.
that I don't actually know if I've ever met a Eugene. So it's like a non. There's no emotional
Yeah.
tie to it, so it's like, nah. It's not something that is my thing.
Norman.
Norman? Or
Very
Norman?
old person name Norman. Or Ernest.
Yeah. But then I think about Green Goblin, and before he's all crazy, I actually really love
Oh my
Wait, you
god.
like fucking Willem Dafoe?
Jeez.
What? I'm at that age where like someone they are attractive, but their father could be too. So like,
Yeah.
That's true. That's fair.
yeah.
Okay, but what about
okay.
female names? Bertha.
Bertha? I mean, we
Bertha.
were making fun of Maureen the
Bertha?
other day, which
Maureen,
is
yeah.
kind of a pretty name.
Yeah, honestly, like, Kimmy was just like, oh, that name is terrible. It's like, that kid's gonna have some problems. Like, what do you mean? I know
Yeah, I don't
several
get it.
people named Maureen, and they're actually kind of chill.
I don't find name. Strangely, I don't find names sexy.
Right?
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
know.
kinda pretty.
Crazy.
It's very. It's gonna sound really cheesy because it's kind of rhyming, but it's kind of serene.
Well, that was the point. Was Morgoth and Serene.
Something's
No, yours
definitely
is
wrong with
Celine.
me.
Celine, yeah.
Never mind. Close enough.
Yeah. it
Ends
is
of the
pretty
same
close.
thing.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good name actually. I was
Right.
like, that's kind of cute actually. Since we're all
Gertrude.
bragging on it. Gertrude, yeah.
Mildred.
Okay.
Ethel.
Okay.
Agnes.
These are all very. I'm getting How
Old
to Train
lady
Your Dragon
names.
Norse stuff from this.
Honestly, and like, Grey's Anatomy fans do not come for me
Shut-
because I love Grey's Anatomy, but I hate the name Meredith.
That's fair.
I don't. Yeah.
I mean, some of the characters in that
And
fucking
no
show
Grey's
tend to be
Anatomy
somewhat
fans can come
annoying.
for you because you love Grey's Anatomy and you talk about it like not all the
Right,
time,
I have a
obviously,
Grey's Anatomy
but
command
you,
in my chat.
Exactly.
On Twitch.
You love Grey's Anatomy, so nobody can say shit.
No, I've
okay?
never been to that. I also,
Also, there's
personally, I
a
prefer. I
bitch
always
named
prefer like
Meredith
stuff like
in Pretty Little
Castle or
Liars
CSI.
also.
I was, Grey's Anatomy is always like something that
Have
would
you watched Pretty
occasionally
Little Liars?
watch
No,
if
I
my mom was watching that as
She
well.
was.
Yeah, if
The
my mom was also
one
watching that shit.
Arya's dad cheats with.
She doesn't
Her
matter.
name was
I don't
Meredith.
remember.
I always preferred stuff
was
like
his,
any of the
like,
CSI stuff,
student
like the normal
at the
CSI,
college, and
New
then
York,
she,
Miami, shit like that, and also
taught
Castle.
briefly at the high
I
school
really love
English.
Castle.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
remember?
That show pretty
No,
much
I
introduced me
I've
to
seen that show way
Nathan
too many times.
Fillion.
Oh my god.
I've only actually seen it one time fully through.
Oh. Well, that's pretty early on. Like, that's like one of the first secrets that comes out.
Oh yeah. Got that.
Because her and Allie walk up on her dad's car in the alley, and him and Meredith are going at it in
Really?
the back seat.
Oh, you got one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably why I blocked it
It's
out.
not-
It didn't really matter. Sorry if you hear car stuff. My neighbor is working on his car outside.
Okay, what about sexiest names?
I feel like this once again ties to emotional connections and stuff.
So,
Like,
honestly, for guys, I have rarely met a guy named like Josh or Joshua that's not attractive. A lot of times they end
I
up
have.
not being very nice people, but they're attractive.
yeah, I feel like the
Joshua?
joke about guys' names that start with J being douchebags
Oh, 100%.
is like pretty fucking spot on.
Yeah. My friend dated
It's true,
a
but
couple
still, it
different
does
guys
feel like
named
a
Jordan,
more of a
and they were
stereotype than
all
anything.
assholes.
Yeah, they're not so a
Yeah.
coincidence. They just end up finding people named Josh,
Although I feel like
named
sometimes
Josh, or
Jacob is
start
a
with
little
a J
bit
that are
different.
assholes.
I've met a couple Jacobs that are
I mean, there
I
has to be
yeah.
some that aren't like that, but he's just
but like Jake.
woke up and just running
Oh,
into people that
Josh.
aren't. Or just you just
Yep.
always you just find assholes in
friendly
general.
other J names.
James.
I mean, trust me.
Actually,
You're in
I
New
know
York,
James
you're
is
about to
actually pretty
fucking those find
Actually,
those
yeah, I did
people.
have that one guy, James, a couple
Yeah.
this last year, who was very nice. Nothing ever happened. We just hung out as friends, but genuinely a sweet person. Also, kind of a weirdo. But
Yeah.
like, oh,
Bro, the James that I know, yeah, same. He's like total nerd. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting. Mine is always Derek.
Oh my
Mostly-
god.
Yeah, mostly because this one guy that I knew when I was like 16, and also Swan Princess.
I don't think I actually know anybody named Derek.
I have someone on my team
but-
named Derek.
As a
watermark
Canadian,
is still
when I
out
was
there?
younger, we
I mean, they're
there's
Riverside.
a
Never, I
Canadian
never
show
heard
called
about
Life
that
with Derek,
video editor.
and it's so good. And the actor that plays Derek in that show, he's super.
Yeah,
hot.
but I think they probably should just switch to
especially now. Oh my
uh,
god.
just Da Vinci or
I
something
don't
else.
really know what. the
Otherwise, the watermark is
sexiest
always gonna be there.
name would be though.
Yeah, that's fair. Again, I feel like it goes back to one, culture.
Yeah, I don't get the fucking part of the goddamn
Yeah.
watermarks.
Two, emotional connections to names, because like I'm probably always gonna have some animosity
Oh, hi there, Link.
towards.
Are we doing good? It's not the video editor, that's the recording software. It's there because it's a free software. Oh, okay. Recording software. Okay. Have you tried using OBS instead? I think if you use OBS, you might have a better time with that shit. But what type of video editor do you use? You also use like DaVinci or what was the other one? I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you should. I think it should be fine if you use DaVinci. But if you, I'm pretty sure you could just also use OBS to record shit. Wait, shit. Wait. That way, at least you can also keep track
Like
of
Andrew
of
at
the
this
audio
point.
and shit.
You know,
Yeah, that's fair.
but that's because I have high negative.
some other stuff they can
connotations
tinker
to that.
around
And
with.
then same with like, this is really
Yep.
gonna be really telling, but Wes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but that's also because that's the name of the person at work that I don't really like. Yeah.
See, I honestly like if I'm like on dating app or whatever, and I'm just like
But
going
hope
through,
everything's going well, Wing. Yeah, right now we're just in the middle of farming here in Ratchet
am
Clank.
super like
And listening to
hesitant when
some
it comes
podcasts
to-
here and there.
guys with the same name as my ex, which is Blake.
See, I always kind of thought Blake was kind of hot.
Blake was okay.
Mostly because like I had a couple Blakes that I had crushes on that like never had like a
Blakes.
negative
Yeah.
emotional connection later. So like,
Yeah, I don't
still
get
held in
fucking
pretty high
names being
regard for
sexy.
me.
Maybe it's just
Right.
a me thing. I don't find names sexy at all.
Yeah,
feel
even
like-
like, but like then again, I'm also like super petty sometimes, and
I mean,
so,
who
like,
isn't?
my ex worked in a restaurant.
Right.
Since we broke up, I still have not gone back to like, and it's like a big chain restaurant. I
mean,
not
it's
go to,
understandable.
that restaurant.
If
anywhere
you like
now,
have like
even though it's-
some
even if it's
very
not the same one we worked
traumatic
at.
memory or like
funny,
something
but I
brings
get it,
back
I get it,
really
because-
bad
Even that good of a
memories, it's always
restaurant.
best to just not
See, then you're not missing
interact
out.
with that shit,
It's way overpriced.
because you're just gonna have a bad time. But it's
You
understandable.
didn't need to
Yeah.
be there anyways. Okay, now girls' names.
What the
I know we
fuck?
did
What the hell happened to that guy? This is
Meredith
fucking
and
huge.
Mildred and Gertrude and Bertha.
But like
I
the
think.
sexiest girls' names, I don't know.
I always feel like a Roxanne or a Veronica kind of thing.
Right, the
Yeah.
only crushes that I
Yeah.
can really
I
think
named
of
my
right
group
now
that for a while.
when I was like a kid are two.
God.
Shakira
Oh,
and Selena Gomez. Just be,
Yeah, it was when I was like a
just
teenager. And I was like, they finally.
I really
came
like
in.
listening to
It's
Shakira
so
when I was a kid,
good.
mostly just because my dad had like a CD or whatever
Because I
of
was
a
in the itty
few
bitty
of her
titty
songs.
for a really
And
long
Selena
time.
Gomez
And
mostly
everyone
just
gave me
because
a
of
lot of shit for it because
her
Uma
being in fucking
got
Wizards
hers
of
at the
Waverly
normal
Place.
point in time.
Yeah.
And mine didn't show up till like junior year of fucking
That's
high
about
school.
it though. I don't think I
And
remember
I was
any more
like, are
crushes.
they ever gonna show up? They finally did.
Oh,
so
that's
it's fine,
hilarious.
but yeah.
I don't know. It really, like, honestly, it really depends
Now
on
since Gwen, I like
what the
listening to
person
random
looks like,
encounters.
too,
I still
because
listen to them. Random
names
encounters.
fit people differently.
Is that like
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
a music group?
For example,
or like a band?
like my car's name is Regina. Not after Regina George from Mean Girls, but after Regina, the evil queen from Once Upon a Time.
Oh hell yeah! I was hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I
and
remember
like
watching
those
the
two
movie
very
quite a while
different
back.
people with the
I think
same
I even
name,
have a fucking DVD of the movie.
totally
But
different.
I haven't seen it
Yeah.
in a very long
Evil
time.
Queen rocks it way better.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. See, and then it's funny because
Is it the
like,
movie
when
or
you
is it
saw
the,
what I
the,
look
the
like,
ABC
I
show?
think you, I don't know. if
Either
you
way, I
Yeah.
watched both.
You were like that. I wasn't expecting you to look like that.
No, yeah,
I
exactly.
think I remember watching
I don't know why
the
you-
entirety of the
but
series
that was more of a,
up until maybe
you don't
I
look
think it was
like
either
you
season
sound.
4 or season
That's
5.
fair.
It was the
Yeah.
one where they
Yeah.
introduced
I mean, you
Hades
could
or
literally
Hell,
be talking to
whatever.
someone
Yeah,
and,
they
like,
started
they
introducing
say,
more
like, super
characters from the
deep
movies
voice,
like Mulan
and,
and
like,
Brave.
You're like
Yeah,
really
the main
vibing
character
with
from
it,
Brave. I think that's why
and
I
then
stopped
they, like,
watching
come
it.
out and swing at you like, oh, my name is. Hold on, let me cook on this for a second.
Stuart.
Yeah.
Stuart.
Like, and it's not a bad
think of
name,
Stuart
there's no
as just fucking
negativity
Stuart
to it, but,
Little.
like a Stuart feels almost like studious, like
Oh,
someone
yeah.
who's like very
In my mind, I was
polished.
like Stuart
Miss
Little.
Stuart just think
Oh.
of like a nerd.
a literal fucking mouse.
Yeah, there we go. There's the fucking Stuart Little shit.
Oh my god. What are all the names in Meet the Robinsons?
Oh,
What was his name? I know what you're talking
Some
about. I
main
don't remember the
characters,
guy's
why do I
the
not
kid's
remember
name.
names?
so there's Bowler Hat Guy.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Lewis.
the obvious one.
Lewis.
The other Lewis.
Right.
Wilbur.
Lewis was the blonde
That is-
kid, right?
that
Yeah, I
is
think so.
big.
Not Wilbur Robinson.
Either that.
No,
it
I
was-
know,
yeah,
but like
I-
I'm thinking of Wilbur.
No,
like
Lewis was
pig.
the black
I
black
was-
character,
Charlotte's
right?
Web?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I love Charlotte's Web.
Me fucking too. Such a good movie.
No, Lewis was
This is
the.
a name.
book too.
God damn, I don't even.
Oh.
I don't even know. I'm just fucking.
Oh, the
confusing it.
rat from
I
Charlotte's
think
Web.
Lewis might have been the bowler hat guy. Yeah, I think now I remember. yeah.
Such
Oh,
a good
God.
name too.
I know. Why am I blanking? Templeton.
Yes.
That's the name.
Who?
Templeton.
A perfect name for a rat.
Yeah, that's the sexiest man's name, Templeton.
Templeton. Temple. Ton.
Oh my god. But okay, so like even so like
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
Henry.
that was
That's
another
a name.
character
dude,
from
yeah.
Meet the Robinsons.
Okay,
Henry
so, like,
is such an old name.
it is a very old name, and yet here's fucking Henry. I always fuck up his last name.
I don't.
Cavill.
Templeton sounds like something
Oh
that
yeah, Superman.
from like Lord of the Rings
The
or some
Witcher,
or some
him
shit.
too.
Yeah.
Ugh. The fact that he ripped through his like the arms and legs of his fucking costume while doing The Witcher is absolutely fucking insane to me. And I wish I had been there. I don't know.
You know who's like honestly, it's like he was good as Superman, but you know who's better as Superman is Tyler Hoechlin. Oh, my God, so amazing. He's the new Superman in like the new Superman and Lois show and like the Flash.
He was definitely like one of the better stuff, the better aspects from that show. If I understand correctly.
Full of eye candy.
I didn't watch the show. I just watched like a review from Angry Joe.
Oh
And
my
I think
God,
that guy playing
so
Superman
amazing.
was probably
You
the
need to
best
watch it.
aspects of
I'm like,
it.
it's gonna basically be real life action of my werewolf smut that I read.
Pretty much the same thing what happened with the guy that played Wesker in the
But
fucking
in a
Resident Evil
more
show.
like less aggressively horny way.
That sadly passed away a few months
it's
back.
so good though.
Or was it a year ago?
Okay. I think we've come to a consensus on the sexiest and least sexy names. But it's also
Templeton.
personal preference for sure. Yep.
Templeton.
Templeton for
And
sure.
Regina
Yeah.
and Veronica and Roxanne.
I think of Veronica as just the fucking
Exactly. I think these are good.
the fucking virus from
Okay,
Resident
are you
Evil.
ready for the next question?
I haven't played the game, but I wouldn't mind
What
doing it.
secret conspiracy would
I think
you
I could
like
just
to
get it on
start?
PS3. Yeah. You did on PS4.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I like.
Me either. Like, all
I
I can
mean-
think of is ones that are already started,
Right?
and like obviously they're already started for reasons.
Like there's one that like, because NASA was exploring the oceans before they.
Gave up and went to the skies.
Right. So they saw something down there that made them start looking for ways to get us off this
They
planet.
found Leviathan
I mean, that's a really good
or
point.
the Fool or
Because it's
whatever.
either that or it's just the pressure down there is too much, which I feel like with technology we have now,
I mean,
James
I
Cameron.
mean, yeah,
went
the pressure
way the
down there
fuck
is a lot,
there.
and we have that one submarine
So it's definitely
as
a
proof of that shit.
possibility to be able to
Yeah, the one with the
continue
fucking
exploring down there.
Logitech controller.
I think it's also just completely terrifying,
I
but
love
also space
water.
is terrifying. So like,
Yeah.
but space is easier to send a drone, because it's not pitch black. down
Honestly,
there. I mean, it's
I don't know if I
Bro,
like.
I remember so many
I don't
people
know
getting
how
fucking
willing I
cancelled
would
for
be
that
to,
shit,
like,
and or just making
leave
jokes
and, like, go into
about it.
space.
And now everyone fucking makes jokes about that
Yeah,
shit.
I
Like, fuck
agree.
me.
Especially with
Some
so much
people have no
research
fucking
into
sense
out
of
there.
humor.
Right? Like
where
if the
none
world
of
was
the-
ending and we all had to leave and go to like Mars or some shit, I would be terrified. I would have like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
It's
like,
like, nah,
Mars isn't
I'm good.
habitable right now.
I'll stay here.
Mostly just
Yeah,
the
I'll
ones
say
on
hi,
Twitter.
like, that's cool. I can do whatever the fuck I want here at that point.
Right,
without
exactly.
ending.
I'll go to Costco and just live my best life.
Yeah, and see, like, I feel like if we were gonna go into space at this point with how our solar system is, we would have to do it the way Wall-E is, where it's basically a giant
Just,
jumbo cruise spaceship.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
but then
thinking a
you
completely
have
different
other-
thing. I
then
was
there's
thinking
other
of
movies
you only
where
go
that
to space
definitely
just to get
does
some
not work
pussy.
out. Like, have you watched Passengers
No,
with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt?
no.
Oh my
Please
god!
tell me about it.
Or some
So
robotic
basically, there's like it's a giant ship, and everybody on it is in like hyper sleep, whatever thing, because like this new planet that they're going to is so far away that it takes like
If
it-
everything goes well, I might be able
right.
to
Otherwise, none of them
go
will survive. to make
maybe
it there
up to
because
400,000
it's such a,
today.
It's many
And then we'll
lifetimes.
see if we get the trophy.
Right.
I doubt, but
Trip, yeah,
we'll
exactly.
I
see.
feel like there's a lot of other places you could go to.
But then
Yeah, I still have like an hour left, so what we'll see.
Chris Pratt's character's pod thing malfunctions, so he wakes up and spends like a year on this ship by himself as the only person that's awake.
Yeah, I think I remember
then
watching a little
he-
bit of that movie.
Spoilers, people, sorry. He goes
And then he ended up
intentionally
waking someone
wakes
else.
up Jennifer Lawrence's character.
Yeah, there we go.
So that he's not by himself anymore, and he picked her specifically. 'cause, like, he
Kind of
went through,
creepy,
like,
but
like
whatever.
personal like profiles and whatever of like
Uh-huh.
a bunch of people and stuff. And then
Yeah, again. He picked
the
her
ship
fucking
starts
profile, which if you think about it,
malfunctioning,
somewhat is
and,
a
like,
little
stuff
creepy, not
starts
gonna
going
lie.
wrong, and like one of the like
Motherfucker just literally made
Like,
his
I don't
own
know, like, captain
parasocial
people or whatever,
relationship
one
with
of
this
them
random
ends
person
up
that
waking up too.
he just ended up waking her up and
and
pretty much dooming her to fucking die with him.
shit just starts hitting the fan like crazy.
I mean, that sounds like a really good movie.
It was pretty good.
Oh, what did you watch it on?
I don't know, it's on Netflix probably.
Okay, and you said it's The Passengers?
Yeah, Passengers.
Okay.
Ah,
I'll
there
watch
we go.
that.
Passengers.
Yeah.
I just wasn't remembering the name.
but
But
yeah.
yeah, I watched. I
And,
think I
like,
watched the
even the 100. Have you seen
a
the
good
100?
majority of the movie, if I
Oh,
remember
100.
correctly.
That shit's crazy.
I know.
I didn't watch the first.
That's
I
what
think
we're in
half,
for if we all
half
end up
hour,
going
but I
to
think
space.
yeah.
That's true. I
I
mean,
didn't
like,
watch
at
the
some
first
point
30
it's
minutes of the
gonna
movie, but I'm
malfunctioning.
pretty sure I
Right,
watched the rest of it.
exactly.
But at that point, too, if generations.
We'll all be
go
dead,
by,
so who cares?
Right?
They make music
Like,
based
we're
on
just trying to
songs.
survive at that point.
Yeah.
Right now, we're kind of
They just-
existing, and I
they
think
just-
that's why.
They just do remixes or some shit.
I think that's maybe why we have the issues that we have, especially with like mental health, because we've built our society up to a point where we just live and exist at this point. Like, there's nothing we're really like. With most people, I feel like they don't have like a huge purpose. There's not a lot of community anymore, so you're not like actively participating to help build things with people, or you're not trying to create new developments to help people for the most part. Like, there's still people out there doing that, don't get me wrong, but I feel like
It's
we've
not a
gotten to a
common
point
thing.
where we can live comfortably without even having to do any of that,
Yeah.
and just working a 9 to 5, or going to college, blah blah, whatever, finding
not following
a
their dreams. I
great
mean, I get
career,
that.
stuff like that, and like it's
wouldn't that
more
be
Especially me,
Right, like,
especially
not
someone
really
like me who
survival mode
really had no
anymore,
idea what they
because we're
wanted to
not
fucking
trying
do with
to
their lives after fucking
escape,
school. I get why
a
they
lot
would
of
just
different
want
things
to
that you
follow
suppose the
a
rest.
9 to 5 job.
if that makes sense. Like,
Just
you
they
know,
seem
we
like
have
lost. They don't know
housing,
what
we
the
have-
fuck they want to do afterwards.
in America, at least, there's not really a huge shortage of food. Like, it's kind of in excess, in my opinion, and especially processed food for the most part.
Yeah.
Which is its own thing. Obviously, there are people who are hungry and starving, and that is a monetary issue, not a source issue. Like,
Come on, move. Sometimes that happens.
and that just this is getting a little political, but I don't think it's right for anybody to starve when other people throw away food.
Yeah.
But that's a different thing. But yeah, it's just interesting because at that point, if you are going into space, you're doing last ditch efforts. So you're just trying to survive, and who gives a shit at that point about what potentially happens, I guess. Which is why sometimes people are
space,
like,
no one
oh,
can
that's
hear
so
you,
fucked up.
bitch.
And they'll be like, okay, but they're gonna sacrifice 100 so that they can try and save the rest of the people.
Yeah.
So as messed up as it is, this is one of their only options to see if it's even a viable option.
Crazy
yeah, sorry, that was
shit.
my little rant.
Fuckers. Piss off. Nice, got 'em all.
Yeah, I guess a secret conspiracy. I don't. Really,
I mean, there's a conspiracy going around that Avril Lavigne actually died and that somebody else took her place.
I
Who?
have heard that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Which she's touring right now, and she actually went on another podcast and commented on it.
Did she? What she say?
Yeah. Well, she's like, at least I got a good one. Like, there's probably worse, like, rumors and theories and
There's
stuff
rumors
about
that
people.
someday she will
Well, there's that
comment
one
on a
about,
random person's
I
video,
forget his name.
and
I'm
then
terrible with names.
you'll be
But the one guy who used to put like, or was said to put like, gerbils up the booty hole.
What?
You not heard that one? Or,
I don't
was it
think
Richard
so.
Greer?
Richard Gere?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay. I'm I don't see anything on.
Okay, so Reddit, it says it's r/out of the
It's
loop. It says, what's the deal with Richard Gere being associated with using small rodents for nefarious butt purposes?
Huh?
Oh god.
I love the way that's worded. Oh my god, yeah. This has been a thing as long as I can remember. People claim Richard Gere inserts gerbils in his ass. Was there some scandal I missed in the 90s? Does it have something to do with a role he
Gerbils
took?
up his
I
ass.
feel like information like that would be more readily available.
I guess
but
that's
haven't
one
heard
way of
why.
getting it off.
It's just someone
Or
answered
getting
the
off. That's, I
internet meme.
think that's how you say
He's
it.
literally talked about it multiple times. See, and I feel like that's so funny. I feel like I would want to pick somebody
Poor gerbils, though.
like who is kind of a shithead.
They probably didn't survive
Amber
with all the
Heard.
fucking
Yes.
horse from his
But
ass.
she
So.
also does such crazy shit. Is it really a conspiracy? It might actually be true.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised the motherfucker had like a backyard full of
Gyllenhaal.
fucking dead gerbils or whatever. They're being absolutely
Swifties
crushed by
know
his
what I'm
anus.
talking about.
Yeah. What conspiracy would you... What secret conspiracy would you start?
I don't know. I'm more than comfortable with just the real facts about him being an asshole.
Oh. We could say he's like one of those aliens, like the...
Yeah, sometimes just being an
what,
asshole
cockroach
is the
ones
best
from, like,
one.
Men in Black.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that movie
Yeah.
was crazy.
Right? Can you okay, so like when you think about that movie, they actually were way ahead of their time with that.
Yeah.
Because like this all of the everything that they did with it was so well done. Like even watching it back now, like there's some shows that have such bad CGI and you're like, what the fuck?
Right?
And like
It's still weird that
it's distracting
a movie
enough
that
from
came
the
out
plot
I
now
think it's been like
that we
15
have, like,
years
the standards
15
that
years
we do and
since
everything, and some of the
the
stuff that even comes out now is
second
still,
Pirates of the
like,
Caribbean
very
movie
questionable
as
for any other studio.
was
Yeah.
released.
So,
That Man's Chest, I
watching
think
Men
it
in
was, yeah.
Black now,
And that
though,
movie
I
always
watch it, I'm
will
like,
always have
wow,
like the best fucking CGI
this is
ever with Davy
really
Jones.
fucking well
Right?
done for when it
Especially because that came out in
Hold on, let me look it up.
97
Oh my god, see
is
that's
when the first
insane.
movie came out.
That's literally crazy.
Yeah, I think Davy Jones
It's
will always
so
be
good
like
for
the
when it
best
came
fucking
out.
CG
Right?
thing ever
Because
done.
I'm thinking about the
I don't
big
think I can
cockroach
think of
guy.
anything
And
that
then
And,
Men in
like,
Black 2
surpasses
came out
that.
in 2002.
Yeah.
Everything else
And
just
then
always
3
works
came out in
fake.
2012, and then they made International in
They get close, but they
2019.
always work very CG-esque.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I think that's a good one though. Jake Gyllenhaal is secretly a cockroach.
I'm down with that.
Okay. Perfect. There we go. Okay, next question. What is invisible but you wish people could see? Germs.
Man's feelings.
As
No,
much as it
no,
would be
absolutely
gross.
not. That'd be terrifying. You know, there are germs literally on everything. You would no, no.
See, okay, but then you also can tell if someone is one of those like people, and I'm judging people for this, that cough and sneeze
Am I
without
wrong?
like covering their mouth or into their elbow or a handkerchief, whatever, and just do it right out into the open. I want them to see the repercussions of their actions. I want them to see the spray of nasty.
But that's
that
not
just
gonna
spews out of
make them stop.
You know,
It's just
you're
gonna make
probably right.
everything more gross.
It's just everybody else is gonna have to see it. Damn it! Okay, yeah, because people like that don't give a shit. That's why they do it in the first place.
Something that's invisible that you wish people could see. I don't know.
Yeah,
What
I already
else
said
is
mine,
invisible?
so let's see what you're saying.
You know what? I wish people could see other types of gases. Like, you know how you have to have, like, CO or carbon monoxide detectors and
Yeah.
stuff? Or, like, you'd be able to see if there's, like, harmful gases in an area. I feel like
That's
or
fair.
even scents. I feel like being able to see scents would be nice
We
because
don't-
if someone has a
okay.
very strong or potent scent, and say you're like very susceptible to having either asthma or a reaction to it, it would be nice that you could visually see it and steer clear.
I mean, I guess that could be.
Or if
one
you're
way
a
of looking at
fucking
it.
creep, like
I think
would
I
use
just
it for
think
this
that
purpose,
my
I'm
answer is
gonna
a
be
lot
creep.
funnier.
Just saying. If you see someone and they smell really good, but you can see their cloud of cologne, I would want to know, because I'm like, how close, like how far away can I be to smell them without being a creep? Well, like if they smell really good.
Oh my god.
Like someone will walk by and you're like, wow, that cologne is, or even perfume is so nice. Like I just
Or
want to
the
get
opposite way,
another,
it's
just
way
like a
too fucking strong. Like
little sniff of it.
my brother's girlfriend. Every time she goes into our fucking house,
But then you don't have to
I
be like
can
right up on them.
pretty
or,
much
like,
smell
right
from a
at,
fucking
like,
mile
your
away how
side.
strong her
Like,
fucking
that
perfume
smell
is.
again?
Like goddamn.
You know what? I think I picked mine.
Okay.
You know when you like rub your feet across the carpet and you touch someone and you like you shock them?
Oh, yes,
I want to be
I've-
able to see the little like lightning jump.
You can.
I've never seen it.
Really? Okay, so try this. So if you're
It's like
in
it's
bed
like almost getting hit by a fucking
and
hit.
you have all the lights
It's
off,
like
and
getting hit
everything,
by a
get
fucking
one of those,
heat
like, fuzzy
wave.
blankets that will cause static electricity. And if you just run your arm back and forth across it, you'll see the static.
Interesting.
I've done it. It's literally so fucking cool. I do it with ghosts sometimes when like
Ghosts.
it doesn't
That's what
happen.
I want to see.
You want to see ghosts?
That's a horrible idea. Okay.
Imagine you just
could
want
you
to see a
imagine if
random
everybody
fucking
started
ghost
seeing ghosts
watching
and
you
they see
fucking
there's,
sleep
like,
or some shit.
15 fucking ghosts in their house.
I'd make friends with them all.
Okay, but what if you
They're
have
like
the one that's
Casper
like,
up in here.
what if you have a poltergeist that's like, now that you see me, the door is open and I'm gonna haunt the fuck out of you.
But they would have been doing it before.
Yeah,
I would
but
be
with
Either
able
the
to
that,
see
it's like
them.
With the
the one
supernatural,
the
I
one
fully
fucking
believe
ghost that goes
you
like,
have to acknowledge a presence more
watching you
for it to
fat
actually start
Okay,
messing
then
with you.
I won't acknowledge them. I will just see them carry on my way.
what?
Yeah, but you made eye contact with them. They saw you see them.
You never know that. You can see things without. You can see people without making eye contact with them.
So you're gonna tell me you're gonna look at a ghost and not want to like look at their
to some
entire
weird shit.
visage?
I'm very good at sneakily checking people out.
Their sole purpose is to watch you.
Okay.
So do you think that you'd be able to check them
From
out? and they would-
peripheral vision. I'll just take my glasses off, then I won't actually be able to see them.
You're like, I can't focus on anything, so I'm not.
I can't
Ooh,
see
almost got hit
anything.
there.
I can't see.
Gotcha. Got him.
Oh my
I
god.
think those are actually pretty good choices, though. Oh my god. Okay.
I
next
mean,
question.
exam week right now in my school.
What would be the
My worst
coolest
class is
animal to
biology
scale
school.
up to the size of a horse?
Are you studying? Oh, studying.
Everybody who read Clifford the Big Red Dog could almost.
Are you
live their
studying right now?
Yeah.
Are you studying right now? Tell me you're
Except for the big
studying
red
right
dog
now.
was way bigger than a horse.
I know.
Um,
That's why I say almost live their dream. Because it'd be a horse-sized dog instead of a fucking house-sized
But
dog.
okay, but see, side
This
question.
is
to
for your good
If
study.
we're sizing it up to
Study
a horse,
strut.
does that mean we can ride them?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Okay.
Because in World
History
of
and
Warcraft,
English. I
want a
finished my
turtle.
history
all
stuff
of
today,
them.
but I still need to show up. Kind of
Oh,
strange.
that's cool.
But like a
I want
report,
Bonnie.
maybe?
See, okay, if I'm
Bonnie
thinking
was
about
my
it-
giant tortoise from my first D&D campaign, and I rode her into battle, and she was amazing.
Oh,
That's
like
cute.
oh, I see.
Okay, honestly,
Yeah, you already
I
had
would love a
enough,
horse-sized
good enough
ghost.
grades, but you still need to show up for the exam.
I
Yeah.
would.
Think of
Yeah,
it
I
like
could
special
literally.
accommodations.
What's the Studio Ghibli one with the?
I guess it's
wolf,
just like
um,
to
Princess Mononoke?
defend your your
Is that the one?
grade or whatever. So yeah,
I
might be
think
something
it
like that.
is. I'm not actually sure though. Let me hold on. Let me look. Let me check.
Yeah, it might be something like that. They might end up like asking you more questions or whatever.
Yeah, she's got her big wolf that she rides around on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's even white, so it's
Oop.
perfect.
Nope.
I would love to have Ghost as like that size or something. but when I think about World of Warcraft and all the cool mounts that they have in that, all of the tigers are so freaking cool, especially like the panther-like ones.
You could already ride a tiger.
Yeah, I mean, but it would maul you, and I also don't think it's quite big enough.
Depends
Like
on how
it's not
big
horse
the person
size.
is.
Yeah, mommy.
Right.
What's what I mean? I still think that's we need to get it
What
up
else?
until
I
like
feel like one of the ones for, like, a
450,000,
horse
yeah,
rabbit,
something like that.
I think a
always
horse-sized
500.
rabbit would be so cool.
Because I'm pretty sure that we already got.
Or an ant.
You already
a
spent like
horse-sized
at least
ant.
500,000
No.
bolts just on
Yeah,
all the
Bring the
upgrades and
insects
shit.
into this. Oh my
Anthony.
god. No.
So we probably need just
Anthony,
another
it'd be perfect.
500,000
no,
bolts.
I will
Yeah.
cry.
He was so cute.
No.
And then he died.
Good.
No!
Yes.
Nope.
Anthony was a good boy.
I don't
you
know who
dare
Anthony
disrespect
is.
Anthony like this.
My mom's like, what are
I
you
don't
gonna
know
do
or
for
care
2
who
hours
Anthony
then?
is.
Yeah, that is a good question though. What are you gonna... Most of the time, if it's
Giant
just questions, it only
insects,
take
nah,
like half an
not
hour
about that
maybe.
life.
So if it's
yeah,
like
you are.
2 hours, then you're probably
Exactly.
gonna do a real
Granted,
test to you.
real life, if I had a horse-sized ant come up to me, I'd probably fucking pass out.
Yeah, just play safe. Just
And then
just
Exactly.
just rewatch all your fucking material and shit. And
Okay, let's see. Next question. What two totally normal things become really weird if you put them back to back?
Wait, what?
Oh,
What do you mean?
sorry.
just
I read it wrong.
yeah, just
What two totally normal
read again all
things
all of
become
your
really weird
all your
if
notes
you
or
do them
whatever,
back to
or
back,
just study
like two
again.
different
Just be safe.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought that I had a good answer for this, and now I don't.
Okay, good.
Um,
Each class for exam lasts about 2 hours.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, so that's normal. Yeah, that's normal for exam.
What are two things that I would be like?
I think
super
mine
weird
was
to do at
around
the same
that
time?
length as well. Maybe like an hour and a half. Yeah,
Jump out
it
of
was
a plane
around
and eat
an
a
hour and a
stack of
half, maybe
pancakes?
2.
I don't know.
Yeah, around that
I mean,
time.
that's not really weird, just like awkward.
I always had to do like at least
See, and then the things that I'm thinking
2
about,
exams
it would only be
per
weird
year.
for you
At least from
it
like
would
the
be
last
Dive into a
uh,
swimming pool
the
and
last
then
3
dry
years
yourself
of
off
high
with
school.
a towel because you're still in the swimming pool, and that's weird.
That is weird, yeah. See, all of mine are like sexual related. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Damn.
I know. I feel like it would be weird to like do something with someone and then like immediately after, like, I don't know, like go high five your friend after.
We don't.
Well, that depends. Were they like?
Okay,
Were
wait.
they
I
there
got
or
one.
like?
No, they were not there. So they wouldn't even know. It would be like unknowingly weird. But okay, I've got one. So this
Okay.
is so fucking disgusting.
Oh
But
God.
my friend was over the other day and she told me this story about this guy. This is really fucked up, so don't even.
Normal school day, each class lasts an hour and a half. I think I think it was the same for me as well.
Who you choose as your friends.
Yeah, I think most of the time it was
over
all
at
it
his
was like an
friend's
hour and a
house,
half.
And I
for
guess
each
his friend
class.
wasn't like in the room
Then I
at the
think it
time.
was a 15-minute break.
He wanted to
It
know.
was either 15 or 20
what
minutes.
it
It was
felt
I
like
think
to
it was
be
either
singled
a
out.
15 or 20-minute break for each class.
So he took
Yeah, between
the
each
whipped
class, yeah.
cream
No. Oh my God.
and like dispensed a shit ton of it.
Oh.
And I put the fucking can of whipped cream back in the fridge.
Oh my
Didn't
God.
see nothing. You saw,
Okay, so my
saw
really
nothing.
weird thing back to back would be
You saw
doing
nothing.
that, which is already really weird on its own, and then going and using said whipped cream.
God. Why?
He also didn't tell them.
I mean,
Oh
it
my
was-
God.
Yeah,
pulled out his
so
fucking
That's
Flash.
even worse.
Fridge.
left the previously
Fucking ass
inserted into
cream in
his
the fridge.
yeah, it left the ass cream in the fridge.
Oh my god. Like,
the
I've
reason
heard
is
of
really
using
what
whipped
gets
cream
me.
in sexual situations, but that's
Right.
not that, like, bro. If you
Like,
want to
just-
know what it feels like to be filled up, then
I mean,
go find a man.
Probably still better than
Right,
the
go
fucking
ask one of your homies.
the custom made
Like, hey,
Pringle
man, I
the
just
fucking
really need to
flashlight
know.
with the goddamn
Can you just do me
Pringles
a
can or
favor?
whatever.
No homo.
No homo. It's not gay if it's the homies.
Oh my god.
She told me that and I was fucking crying. Oh my
Oh
god.
Jesus, my face hurts.
Could you fucking imagine just being like just sitting around being like, I wonder what it feels like. And be like, I think my friend has some whipped
I'm
cream.
curious. I'm curious today. I'm just gonna shove a whole thing up my ass.
I'm sorry, but just take it with you or throw it away at that point. Why would you put it back?
Oh my god.
Like, are you
Why
even
would you
really
put-
friends? That's disrespectful. Or is it like another part of his thing and be like, I wonder if they're gonna notice that this has been in my asshole.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, why has this fucking podcast become?
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
What is this, the fucking loot podcast with melody and shit?
Hold on a second.
I'm really scared.
Oh.
What does it remind you of?
Breathe, motherfuckers, breathe! Breathe!
Okay. That
Air is
conversation
your
about
friend.
avocado.
Breathe!
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's what that reminds me of.
That's so funny. That's true.
Oh, I need a moment.
Whew. Oh my god.
I have to take my glasses off because I am crying. Oh my god.
Oh god. I remember
Oh.
I laughed for like 14 minutes about that. That's so funny. I feel like I need to bring
Go
my
on.
friend on the
Go crazy there.
podcast because honestly, a lot of our stories that we share are really fucking unhinged. Like that one.
I mean, when you're a teen, you tend to do a lot of unhinged
Oh
shit
my
just because
God.
you're curious.
Absolutely fucking wild. Isn't that nuts?
I can't breathe. Holy
Oh, you know,
Jesus.
it also reminds me, I don't know why
Oh,
food-related
God.
items are just used, but I was at this freaking FBLA meeting in high school. So,
A what?
Future Business Leaders of America.
Oh my god, so
Oh my
bougie.
god, I was so smart. So,
SMRT.
Smirt.
so we were at the meeting, and it was like, these girls were, like,
Breathe.
sitting around
Breathe. You're not
talking
breathe.
about- I started listening at the wrong moment, apparently. But they were talking about a banana.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
and then
I already don't like where this
I
is
was
going.
like just like listening in a little bit, and they were like, "Well, did you put a condom on it or not?" And I was like, "Whoa,
Yep, there we go.
whoa, what?" And I think
The
she
second he
that
said
she
the word
didn't,
banana, I
and
already
then
know where
just,
this
like,
was fucking
put
going.
it back on the
Damn.
counter. And I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
At least bananas have a peel on them.
Yeah,
Alright, are
that's
these
true.
bananas
That's very true.
normal
Oh,
size
there
or
was
they're
another
like baby
one
bananas?
That was like this send me to the ER kind of story, and this nurse was talking about how this man came in after he wasn't able to poop, and they like poked around a little bit, and they found a full cucumber up his asshole.
See, this is like, honestly, this is the difference between
Fucking professional
Um,
over here, goddamn.
straight guys and gay guys is that
No.
straight
This is the
guys that
thing,
are
though.
curious about putting stuff up their ass, they use shit like that.
Right, and then it gets
Whereas
stuck.
gay guys know you have to use something with a flare
You already
base
know how-
it's not gonna get stuck.
I only know from
Exactly.
experience, I guess.
No. So the funniest part of this though is like, I literally don't remember doing that. It's like, I don't know how that
Okay.
got in there. And then it turns out
Oh, it's easy. You
that
just
his
take it
wife
and
Someone
shove it.
else. Oh my
drugged
god.
him.
Oh
No.
boy,
To
yep.
take like sleeping pills because she was mad at him for something, or he cheated or whatever. Something, I don't know what it was, but she was mad at him, so she like sleeping drugged his
What?
dinner.
Wait, he's
and
mad
then
that
took
he
a
preferred the cucumber
and
than her?
shoved it up his ass
I fucking cannot. Oh my
and
god.
didn't say anything.
That's Jesus.
That's pretty fucked up, to be honest.
That's so fucked up.
but yeah.
What? Oh my god.
I'm like, you can only do that if you and your partner have done butt stuff before. I mean, granted,
No.
drugging someone is
You
not
cannot.
okay.
No.
I don't know.
You
what I'm
cannot
trying to
ever do
qualify
that.
this
What are
right
you
now.
talking about?
I
Oh my
don't
god.
know.
Listen here, listeners. Don't ever drug someone
Don't
and stick
drug
a
people.
cucumber up their ass.
Only if they deserve it. I'm just kidding.
Oh
See,
my god.
I'm on the side of the lady with the
That's
cheating
right.
husband, but I don't remember if that was actually the reason. So don't do that. Don't
Oh
drug people.
my
It's
God.
fucked up.
Unless with professional help. In which case, don't.
That's the
which
one
case-
of
Moral
that's
of the
the only
story.
reason that's fucked up is because he was drugged,
Yeah.
not because of the non-consensual cucumbering that he got. Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, that's
well,
messed up too.
yeah.
But I'm 100% sure it wouldn't have happened if she hadn't drugged him.
Well, no, because if he was just like sleeping, he would have
He would've
woken up.
Got my booty hole.
Oh no, how can you
That's
walk
not
with that
whipped cream.
thing inside?
That's not a whipped cream can. Could you also imagine like the sharp
Like
pokey
cucumber,
bits
but
in a
also
whipped
type of.
cream can?
It also depends
Going in your booty
on
hole?
how big that
Okay,
fucking
but like, what I don't
cucumber
know is like,
is.
cause like to use
Like,
whipped
I've
cream,
seen
you have
some
to,
really big ones on the fucking
push,
supermarket.
like push it to the side or whatever. It's like did he just like stick it in and then just like
Turn,
turn it like.
like, yeah, angle the can away. I don't know. He was going for more than just that kind of stimulation.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, but also, straight men have like a sixth sense about their buttholes. I don't know why. But like, even if you just like, you think about like messing with their butthole for a minute, because I'm the type that instigates a little bit, and I
Yeah.
pretended to
Because
be
they're
careful,
curious, I
mess-
guess.
I know, mess with a guy like to.
I mean, they normally don't
Pretend to
do
tell
that
people
shit, so they
like,
just they're just curious, I guess.
And like,
That's because straight men are so insecure about their masculinity and the fact that that would like that's considered like full gay to them, anything going anywhere near their ass,
yeah.
that they just
I mean,
they can't
I can
they
kinda see that.
overcompensate
Mostly
their
just for people.
reaction.
I mean, if you don't really
because
give a
their
shit about that,
masculinity
then it
is
should be
so
fine.
fragile.
It should be fine, yeah.
So with that, a man.
But I
would
can definitely see
100%
like
wake up
those
in a
fucking
dead sea.
those massive fucking bodybuilders
wife was
probably
back.
doing that shit without telling anyone. Like they're really into like
He'd wake up as soon as she got
morphing
the
their fucking
cucumber
body
out
to
of his
looking like
Exactly, she's
goddamn
grabbing and he's
Hulk.
like, oh, hell no. I know what she's doing. with
Jumps
that
out
All
fucking-
the red pill
window.
motherfuckers.
My poor booty hole!
Oh my god, but then turns around and sticks whipped cream up there.
Right?
Oh my God.
I still can't get over that story. It's so funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
Ow. You motherfucker. This-
Oh my
Alright
God.
guys. What an interesting
What a
topic
way
of
to end the
conversation
podcast, I
Don't
this
guess.
drug
on.
people. Don't stick food items or any items up someone's butt.
If you're
What the
gonna
whipped
stick whipped cream up
is
your
it gonna
ass,
be the
make
new
sure
what the
that
dog?
you bought it.
What the dog doing?
Consent is important, okay?
Don't put it in someone else's fridge after it's been in your ass.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Throw
if
the
they
whipped
wanna
cream
have
away
pie?
after
If you're
you
gonna put it, at
in
least
your
wash
ass,
it.
Okay.
People gotta
Yeah,
have whipped cream
heathens.
for their pie, not just
And
your
their
cake.
cream pies. I mean, what?
Okay. Say it again.
Okay. We'll see you guys next week. Make sure you stop by our Twitches.
I don't
We
know if I want to after this.
if you
closes
enjoyed
the
this
game show?
conversation, you will enjoy our Saturday streams where we are streaming D&D with our whores, basically, because
I already saw
our
them
characters
playing at
are
Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah.
just that. They sleep with a lot of people, including each other. They have a child. It's fine.
Let me guess, it's all from the fucking the vampire dude or whatever.
Right, she's a divinely sanctioned whore.
Yep.
Mine's just Bard, and he's horny, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah. We'll see you guys
Bye
later.
bye.
Have a good day.
Alright, cool. That was a cool one. Alright, hold on. Let me just clean up these guys first before I pull another one. I think the next one might be Animat, maybe? Yeah. We can probably pull out the Animat one. Nope. Nope. Here we go. Yeah, I'll do. All right. I'm pretty sure Animat might already have some other stuff to watch. Let's see. Yeah, let's see real quick. What does the guy have? Let's see. Okay, this could do. Yeah, the fucking ads aren't playing. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, what do we have here?
Things are gonna get crazy!
Most everyone's mad.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting round of Animat's Crazy Cartoon Cast. How are you all doing, everyone? And also, how are you Americans doing? Because I know you guys got a holiday going on as I am recording this. I know I've been doing fine. I've been taking it easy lately, especially when last week I did a whole lot of work, especially on the latest reviews that would come out, including my latest review on the Garfield movie. So I do feel pretty rejuvenated since then. So now I'm ready to go and get back to work, but especially to go and bring you all one exciting episode of Animat's Crazy Cartoon Cast. But also, I just want to go and give you all a little bit of a warning right now, because this isn't just going to be exciting. This is also going to be a very emotional episode. This episode in particular will be dedicated to all of the little emotions that are inside your head. Yes, all of those inside out characters that are within there. Yes, it is going to be for those guys, because trust me, on this episode there is going to be a lot that we are going to get into, and that they will go and have some strong reactions. And I mean a whole lot of them. A lot of frustration, a lot of sadness, a lot of joy, a lot of fear, and maybe some disgust as well. Like all the main 5 of the Inside Out characters will be remembering this episode because of the stories that we are going to be covering. So, with that said and done now, hopefully that does mean that all of you are ready for this. So just to go and double check, I would like to go into the chat wall, and I'd like to ask you all, are you ready for today's episode of Animat's Crazy Cartoon Cast? Let me hear it, folks. Who is ready now? Let's see.
I can take
do
it.
we have people prepared in the first place? Let's see. Yes. Okay. I see people
I
are
can
ready.
take it.
People are
Bring it.
prepared. That is great. That is awesome to see. And so I think with that said, it will go and initiate some things. And it is now time that we shall go and get things started. And with our first story that we are going to look into, we're going to do something that I haven't done in a very long time, which is talking about the box office. It's been quite a while since we've seen anything from the box office that has made a massive impact. I mean, we've seen a lot of great things that did occur and a lot of, well, a lot of bombs that did happen, especially last year when you do have a big combination of the two. Rather it be the huge success of Barbenheimer, the surprising success and the big comeback of Elemental, or the failures of many Disney movies. But in this case here, we're going to be looking into something a little bit different. We are going to be looking upon what is going on right now, and let's just say it's not really looking good. So with that said, let us go and discuss about the box office, specifically with what is going on with the two new big movies that came out during the weekend.
Looks like Furiosa,
a Mad Max movie, and the Garfield movie. And to the surprise of many, it looks like they are very much neck and neck. In fact, let us just go on to my source here on Box Office Mojo. And as you can see here, with Furiosa and the Garfield movie, they're pretty much tied. Now, yes, it is true, Furiosa has a little bit more than Garfield, but not by much. In fact, the differences between the two is just under $1 million, where so far, Furiosa has a total of $25.5 million and in first place at the domestic box office. And the Garfield movie has a total of almost $24.8 million. And keep in mind, this is only with the regular 3-day weekend. This does not count Monday, which I am recording this right now, like specifically on that day. Apparently, they are saying that when it comes to both Furiosa and Garfield, we got a new fish. Thank you, Meta Ralph. All right, but anyways, back to what I was saying. But the big factor is going to be how things will be for Monday, March, what are we again? The 27th.
Monday,
yes, so
because the whole Garfield thing.
Specifically with this Memorial Day, people are going to see how things are going to go with either the Garfield movie or Furiosa to see who is going to win the Memorial Day weekend and who's going to come out on top. Because there is that possibility that maybe the Garfield movie is going to make a little bit more than Furiosa, thus putting it on top in first place for that Memorial Day box office weekend. And in terms of what they may ultimately get, right now box office analysts are predicting maybe somewhere around somewhere between 30 to 32 million for each of them. But who is going to be getting what? I guess we will go and wait and see on that. And the first thing that I want to go and talk about, the first one that I really want to go and analyze is specifically with what's going on with Furiosa, a Mad Max movie. Because many people right now are absolutely shocked at what is happening with Furiosa, because based on what we have seen so far with the film, it looks like it was on a good path to become the next big hit for 2024, because it's got everything that it needs to do so. It's a prequel to a very beloved feature from the last decade, like the prequel of Mad Max Fury Road. So far, it had a great debut at the Cannes Film Festival, and it also gathered a lot of very positive reviews from critics. Many of them say that maybe it's debatable if it's as good as Fury Road, but it is still a tremendous film as is. And yet, that still doesn't seem to be enough in order to gather an audience to come and see this movie, to really go and launch things off for this year's summer season, or at least the summer season for movies. But why is it that it's not going well? And there was a part of me that was thinking, okay, maybe it's because of those reviews that do say that maybe it's not as good as Fury Road, thus making it not a major priority for people to go and actually watch Furiosa. But then again, I realized that doesn't necessarily make sense, considering that Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes have those same kinds of reviews. In fact, it seems that critics seem to favor more with Furiosa more so than Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And yet we have seen with that feature a few weeks ago that it actually did tremendously well for itself. Well, I don't know if I would say tremendously, but it did do well, where it doesn't look like it's going to be a flop whatsoever.
So
it had a strong start at, I believe, $56 million on its opening weekend. If that's not the case, you could go and correct me on that. But what would be the case for Furiosa? What is making people to go and hold back from watching that film?
Is there like something else?
On my source here on Variety, there is a little bit of an explanation. Let me just go down and see. Yeah, it's right over here. Now, this is according to the analytics, as it says here. Analysts believe that Furiosa missed the box office mark because, despite the hype from Fury Road, the R-rated prequel didn't appeal beyond its core demographic of older male moviegoers. And in general, prequels are a tougher sell because, well, audiences know generally how those stories end. And I mean, that is technically true. And there is another argument that I could go and say, and it really is because of the fact that technically it is a Mad Max movie. And when you do look at how much Fury Road actually made, I mean, it's impressive for what it did, but it's not like a tremendous amount. It didn't make like massive amounts of money where it would cross $1 billion. In fact, it even says here that now it'll have a hard time living up to its predecessor, 2015's Mad Max Fury Road, which captured $45 million over 3 days and ultimately grossed $380 million globally. And in that regard, like, when you do think about it, when the movie makes $380 million globally, like, by today...
I see why my microphone isn't doing the same thing like the other one. Yeah, there we go. Now it's back to normal. Yeah, I completely forgot to change like the settings on the other microphone. Hold on. You can see at 15. Yeah. Let's see. Nope. Come on. 5? Yeah. And then I need to add more to the limiter. Okay, yeah, there we go. I completely forgot to fucking do the same shit for this other microphone that I have for the settings, so the microphone went back to normal.
Standards, that doesn't sound like a whole lot. So if it would be a downgrade from there,
I think it's back to normal now.
Yeah, that would be a bit concerning. Not to mention the fact that with Mad Max Fury Road, it's got a pretty hefty budget. I believe it is somewhere between 160 and 170 million.
At the beginning of the stream.
So it's already off to a very terrible start. And it's starting to feel a little bit doubtful if it could ever find a way to go and like climb itself back up so that it could find a way to actually be profitable. But then there is the factor, and some people apparently are saying 162 million, or I see like some like estimates. Some people are saying it's around somewhere between 154 million and 185 million, and that could be a possibility. But the thing is, though, there's also another factor that some people would want to talk about, and that is related to the Garfield movie. And some people could argue that maybe it's because of the competition with the Garfield movie why Furiosa is not doing that well. And in that regard, I just want to say this.
Garfield has like a better advantage for being a family-friendly movie.
That the Garfield movie had much of an impact in terms of what happened
Yeah,
to
also the nostalgia
Furiosa, especially
shit.
with the fact that those two are going for completely different audiences. I don't think there is a single person in this world who had a very tough decision to either go watch Furiosa or the Garfield movie. I mean, I don't think there's someone who's standing in the movie theater checking out what's
guess I can
available,
kinda see
and
that
they're
as
just
well,
like really
but,
perplexed, like,
although I still
know,
think
man.
that
I mean,
Garfield probably again has
see
the better
Furiosa,
advantage
and I
and
mean,
could
I heard
bring
a
a
lot
lot
of
more
great
people
things.
to,
It's been getting great
the theater
reviews.
and whatever.
And I mean, I
Compared
love
to
Fury
Furiosa.
Road, but the Garfield movie, though. I mean, Garfield and his hatred for Mondays and love for lasagna. I don't know which. It's such a tough choice. You know what I mean? I don't think people are doing that whatsoever. And not to mention the fact that with the Garfield movie, while Furiosa has been gathering some strong reviews, Garfield, on the other hand,
it's been
oh boy, the
pretty mid,
reviews there,
I understand.
they have been severe. I mean, I didn't really like the movie much. Like, with my review, I gave it like a 5 out of 10. Like, there have been some cute moments, but I can see how it is a pretty generic movie. But oh my god, if you have seen some of the reviews that critics have been putting out, especially from the bigger ones, they have been severe, like calling it one of the worst animated movies of the year, kind of bad.
Really?
Like all
Garfield?
like not as bad as like Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate, but
Yeah,
pretty
really.
close.
You gotta compare
It's
the fucking
kind where
Garfield
even
movie to
Wish
goddamn
is looking at
Megamind
the
2.
Garfield
Like,
reviews
bruh.
and saying, "Holy crap, man! What did you do to piss them off like that?" So yeah,
You're gonna
like,
really fucking
even
compare
though
those
it would
two?
have
Like,
those
fuck's
negative
sakes.
reviews, that's not necessarily something that would really affect the Garfield movie, because the Garfield movie is not meant to go and impress critics and audiences. It is meant for children. That is the target demographic, and it's up to them if they really want to go and see it or not. And I would say that in Garfield's case, even though it's making the same numbers as Furiosa right now, Garfield is in a much more comfortable position, especially with the fact that it has a very modest budget, or it's been reported to have a very modest budget of around $60 million. And in that case right now, I think, honestly, Garfield is gonna do fine.
Garfield's
it's
gonna
not
be
gonna be
fine.
like a massive box office hit. I don't think this is gonna be anything that will be breaking records in 2024, but I do
most
think
likely,
it's
but it is
not
still
gonna be
gonna make
something
some
where
money.
Sony and Alcon are gonna lose money.
pretty sure
I
I'm
think
pretty
they're
sure that
going to be
most
fine
animated movies
with
that
how
are based
Garfield
on
is doing,
a
especially
popular
when you
brand,
do look at how
they are
much
gonna make
Garfield is
their money
actually
back
making.
somehow.
It's not just doing well, you know, it's not just doing fine domestically, even right now, where, already we got the domestic numbers. Apparently they say it could be around almost 32 million domestically, and even internationally, it's already gotten 66.3 million and a worldwide total of 98 million. So almost $100 million. So safe to say that the Garfield
And
movie
how much
is
was
going
the
to make a
budget?
bit of its money
Animated-
back. Not
animated
necessarily.
movies. So probably that's like
it's not going to go and reach the same numbers
maybe
as Kung Fu
100,
Panda 4, but
150
it is going to be
million.
fine. But the point that I am making is that with the Garfield movie, it's not going for the same audience as Furiosa, and it's already in a very comfortable position where it's not going to face any competition anytime soon. The only competition that's going to be coming up that could threaten Garfield's potential to make more money at the box office is Inside Out 2, and that thing isn't going to be coming out until June 14th. So for now, Garfield is completely fine. It doesn't have to worry about imaginary friends or anything like that. Like, it could sit pretty, it could just do its own thing, and it will be fine. But Furiosa, on the other hand, it is actually very concerning, and not just concerning for that feature film, but also with how the summer blockbusters are going so far. I know that technically we're still only at the start of the summer season with movies, but it is still going very bad. Like, the month of May has been very disappointing financially, especially when you have a whole bunch of flops
really been
like
that
The
many
Fall Guy,
movies that
and
people
now
have
we
really been
include
looking forward
Furiosa.
to.
The
Yeah,
only one
I
who's
really
been
don't.
doing
Can't,
okay
I really
so
can't think
far
of any right
is,
now.
Kingdom
only
of the
one
Planet of the Apes.
that I can
that's
see is
pretty much
like
it.
in
fact,
the new
I
Spider-Verse
would go further
movie.
and say that
I think
so
it's gonna be
far,
like
2024 has been
much way
a
into the
pretty
year.
bad year for the box office. In fact, let me just go and show you with
I think so.
how things are going
I think it was
worldwide.
probably around
And as you
the
can
winter
see,
time?
it is not that impressive. So far, like we're almost halfway into the entire year, and so far there have only been 3 movies that have been big hits so far, including Dune Part 2, Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, and Kung Fu Panda 4. And maybe
What
Kingdom
about,
of the Planet of the
Godz-
Apes
the new
might be
Godzilla
coming
movie?
up, but that's pretty much it. In fact, with
Minus
those 3
Zero,
movies
whatever,
that
yeah.
I have
What
mentioned,
about
those are
that
the only
movie?
ones that have crossed
Did not make its
over
money back or
$500
something?
million, and even the only ones who have crossed $300 million with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes that are going to be coming up. So that is honestly something that I feel like it is very concerning, and something that it reflects upon a darker reality, that it's not just those big studios that are going to be taking a massive L because their movies have been flopping. It's not just, this isn't a problem for just Warner Brothers, Sony, Disney, Universal, and
much happening
Paramount,
for
but it is
everyone.
also a massive problem for movie theaters. Like, they're the ones that are really they're the ones who are taking quite an L on this one, and that if things don't get better,
Can't make
then
money to do it.
those
If
businesses
they don't
are
have
going
movies
to
to
be
show.
in danger, and there could be a possibility that we will see a legitimate reduction in theaters unless they go and make some kind of strategy change. Like, honestly, one way that could save it, but I don't know if they have the
showing
courage
old
to do
movies?
so because of capitalism.
Yeah, I think that's what my
it's with reducing
auditorium
the price.
or whatever
I mean,
did
one of the big
when it
things
first,
that's holding people back
when it was
from
first
really
built, it
wanting
just
to
showed
go and
old
watch movies
movies.
on the big screen is because nowadays it's becoming more expensive. Like, even when I would go and watch a movie, nowadays ticket prices are on average, like, give or take $15. And that doesn't even include the price of like popcorn, soda, or what have you. It's just been, it's becoming more and more of an expensive experience to go and watch a movie on the big screen. And now audiences are becoming far more picky and far more selective of which movies that they want to go and actually see on the big screen, or else they'll just go and wait until it'll come out on Netflix. So that's why I want to go and bring this up, especially with what's been happening this weekend, considering that right now a lot of people are even saying that this is actually not just one of, but it's been the worst Memorial Day weekend for the box office in about 30 years. Last time that it has made those kinds of numbers was back in 1995, where the biggest hit that they had at the time was the Casper movie, and of course that doesn't count for inflation. So this is honestly pretty concerning to see what is happening right now, where like last year it was mainly a Disney problem, but now it seems to be like everyone's problem, where now everybody has their own massive flops in the levels of what Disney had last year, with like now we've been seeing like Universal, Paramount, and Sony. So who knows? Like, a lot of people are hoping that maybe with Inside Out 2 they could spark back some magic and bring back some intrigue for people to go and come and watch like movies on the big screen, but I don't know, man. It's just it's a concerning sight, to say the least. All right, so with that said, now I would like to go and pass this on to the chat wall, and I'd like to ask you all, what do you all think about the box office results of both Furiosa and the Garfield movie? Let me know what you all think, folks. Let's see what we have here. I just got back from seeing the Garfield movie. Surprisingly enough, I didn't like that. I gave it a 4 out of 10. I wish I liked it, but I didn't. Anyways, it's weird that Furiosa is making less money than the Garfield movie, even though it's getting some praise from so many people. It could be because of poor marketing or something, but either way, I feel bad for Furiosa being beat out by the Lazy Orange Cat. I will say, honestly, the only thing that could truly save Furiosa right now is
save,
if it can pull off an elemental. Like, it might not be likely, but if it can able to pull off what that Pixar movie did and just slowly but surely be saved by positive word of mouth, and that the decline that it would face throughout the summer is just going to be like very small, like just...
Hey, hold on, let me just get rid of this. Back to normal. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I think that'll do for today. It's still gonna take a bit before we finish off the rest of the game, and there's still way too much left. So yeah, although we can probably, man, what is next time we're gonna be playing Ratchet Clank? So next time is gonna be on Monday, right? So hopefully, if we have enough time, and maybe how many bots do I have right now? Damn it! Alright, do that. That's the game told me how many fucking bots I have. Okay, here we go. 309,000. Not too bad. I think I can probably get the 1 million bolts next session if my theory is correct and I'm only missing like 100,000. We'll see. Yeah, I think we should be almost done with the farming, and then we can pretty much finish off the rest of the game. We'll see. Then we can do some more stuff. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll do for a day though. We'll worry about hopefully finishing off the game and get the platinum on Monday. But let me just sync up the trophies, because I did test out some of the games that I got today. And one of them I got one trophy. It was fucking Modern Warfare 3 that I got by just watching a fucking cutscene. Like, for fuck's sakes. I hate when games do that. Like, congratulations, you bought the game, here's a trophy. Like, fuck's sakes. There, that'll do for today. Just do some other stuff. Alright, I think that'll do. So let me just change back here. And wait, what the fuck? Why is there no... Do I have to add the fucking thing? Yeah, but this shit doesn't have the fucking transition. Alright, I think that'll do. Right, much better. So yeah, that'll be for today. Yeah, we did pretty good though. We managed to rack up like, I think it was 200,000 volts. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, we did pretty good today. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we should be able to be done with it on Monday. Yeah, we'll see. And then we can pretty much finally finish off the game. Yeah, we'll just watch me absolutely rip a new one with the fucking rhino in the final boss. I still need to test that gun on the guy. But yeah, we'll do that on Monday. Next stream, however, shall be on Friday. Hold on. Right, where we are gonna be continuing on where we left off with Tom Clancy's Hawks. Yeah, last we left off, we progressed a little bit with the campaign. Got no, we already passed the halfway point. Yeah, so now I think it's only like 6, 7 missions left. Yeah, something like that. No, I think it's like 5 or 6. Right, we stopped at mission 13. We have to go to mission 19. Yeah, some 6 missions. And I think we should have enough time for that, if everything goes well. Yeah. Friday we should be able to finish off with the main campaign, and maybe also do a bit more farming, to the point where we can get pretty much the platinum. Yeah, I think so. We can probably also get some other stuff done, like some of the challenges, we'll see. We'll see if we have enough time, but yeah. Next stream shall be on Friday at 9:30 PM GMT1, where we are going to be continuing on where we left off with Tom Clancy's Hawks. If you like to be notified when I go live or any other shenanigans out of my stream schedules or video uploads, you can go to my Discord where you'll be notified as such. And if you also want to keep track of any previous streams out of the past, you can also go to my YouTube channel as well. Now with all that said and done, who are we going to be raiding today? Well, let's see what Monument is right now. Going through your worst nightmare, huh? Alright. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Let's see how well they're doing again. Did you just get rid as well? No, he was just a sub, okay. Alright, that'll do. So yeah, for this stream we are gonna be raiding Monument Mendez. Right now they're going through Overcooked 2 with some other person, maybe a friend of theirs. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys have fun with Monument, have yourselves a merry rest of the day. But as always, have a good one. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya. Have a good one. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya.